before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota Somerset has been supporting our local community. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
The drug landscape has changed. Illegal fentanyl has made its way into the drug supply. And it's a danger you might not see coming. A synthetic opioid up to 50 times stronger than heroin, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. It only takes the tiniest amount to cause a fatal overdose. A fraction of a raindrop, or 3 grains of salt. Your drugs don't come with an ingredients list. Although fentanyl is being mixed into almost every kind of drug, you wouldn't be able to see it, or smell it, or taste it. Fentanyl is one of the most common drugs involved in overdose deaths. Know the dangers. Learn the facts about fentanyl and ways to protect yourself at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
Homes, farms, commercial properties, and investment properties from all over Kentucky. Where? FordBrothersInc.com. Just click on, go to upcoming auctions, and you will be amazed. You can just browse or register to bid, and you're set. You'll have a front row seat to everything that you're looking for. Whether it's live or online, check out FordBrothersInc.com.
So, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Toyota of Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors. Hello, my friends. I'm Josh McKinney alongside Michael Gregg. Michael.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. The Blue and Orange finally put it all together a couple weeks ago to secure their first victory of the season. That came at a really good time going into the bye week last week.
Yeah, remove the monkey from the back.
Indeed.
And now look forward and try to build some momentum.
Certainly. Southwestern, coached by Jason Foley, his 7th season at the helm here at Southwestern. 58-25 as head chief, 77-31 in 9 years as head coach. The Warrior program, 227-156. It's 33rd year, 1-4. And they got it right going into the bye week with a huge first win of the season at Mercer, 53-50. Michael Gregg. There were so many great individual performances on all sides of the bowl, and from multiple sources that led to that team W 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, to me, I mean, you know that we have to choose players of the game.
Difficult.
The difference makers in that contest, though, was the entire offensive line.
Yes.
I mean, for the first time all season, they controlled the line of scrimmage, and you saw a traditional Jason Foley rushing attack that they've tried to put together all season. They actually put it together last week or 2 weeks ago, and then, of course, I got to ask Coach about this. You know, going into the locker room, you have a 2-touchdown lead. You come out of the locker room with some momentum, and what happened? You had an onside kick, touchdown. Another onside kick, touchdown. So all of a sudden, you're down a point in a season that is slipping through your fingers.
Yeah.
And but they came back and really put a stamp on that in Coach Jason Foley fashion and had a lot of success running the football.
And that's the other point for me from 2 weeks ago. When that happened, you're thinking, okay, Southwestern setting pretty. First one happened, the second one happened.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's 0-4, and oh my goodness, maybe here we go again, and that showed me a lot of moxie.
Yeah, they persevered. They persevered. You've got to. Yeah. Coach Foley's mantra for this year is dig in.
Yeah,
it's appropriate. Don't bail out. Dig in, and let's go get it.
Warriors did that 2 weeks ago. Nice bye week last week. Now the unfortunate thing is, as well as that offensive line played 2 weeks ago, unfortunately we saw Caden Campbell get taken out of that game with a injury, and unfortunately Michael Gregg looks like he is not going to go tonight.
And that's a huge loss.
That's
a huge loss because Campbell certainly anchors that left side of the offensive line and key to what they do on both sides of the football. So we'll have to see how next man up fills that slot. That's big shoes to fill.
Certainly. Southwestern averaging 20 points a game. Of course, putting 53 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA School Board certainly helped that number 2 weeks ago.
Sir.
Averaging 20 points a game, giving up 31 points per. This is the first ever meeting between Southwestern and Pikeville. It's the Warriors' third first-time opponent this season, following Berrien County and Campbell County. So a different look on the Warrior slate in 2025. Pikeville, coached by Chris Demi, his 16th season at the helm of perennial power Pikeville. They are 3-3 coming into the evening. They lost to Christian Academy Louisville, the season opener, 45-7. They got their first win of the season at home versus Midland, West Virginia, 38-7. They rolled off 2 in a row, defeating Raceland at home, 35-27, and then they lost to a Stout Johnson Central team on the road, 35-14. A Belfry team the week after Southwestern got waxed by the Pirates. Well, Pikeville got waxed by their arrival in Belfry, 41-3. But Pikeville coming in on the W side of things, as they absolutely returned the favor and took out some punishment on Powell County last Friday night, 56-0, setting at 500 on the year at 3-3. Pikeville is always there when the season gets late.
Yeah, Coach Foley, I asked him what can we expect to see from Pikeville, and he mentioned, a rushing attack a lot like Belfry, but he said they're going to throw the ball around more than Belfry. And Belfry had a lot of success throwing the football.
They did.
You and I have watched the quarterback out here warm up tonight, and he's a gunslinger. And so I think defensive secondary for Southwestern got to be on their toes tonight. They're going to be tested.
Absolutely they will. And that gunslinger, J.J. Reynolds Jr., 6 games this year, 86 of 130, 10 touchdowns, 5 INTs, 875 yards, averaging $145 a game through the air. The one caveat to Pikeville for me, they're 0-3 on the road this season.
Well, love to see that trend continue. We shall see, as this is the last tune-up match.
That's right.
Before district play kicks off next week.
Yeah, it's been serious. It gets real serious.
Yes, sir.
Next Friday night. Pikeville averaging 26 points a game. They are giving up 26 points per. And again, it is the first ever meeting versus Southwestern. The return match next year in Pikeville.
Nope.
Michael Gregg?
No.
How you feel?
We're gonna try to do something about that. Too far. Kudos to Pikeville for making a long trip this direction. Just not a huge fan of going that far, Josh. We got to be honest, man.
I feel like you're triggered.
I don't have a helicopter. I'm not Magnum PI.
Well,
but anyway,
we could both grow mustaches by this time next year. That's plenty of time for both of us to grow mustaches. And the guy that makes all this happen is sitting to your right. Possibly, maybe we could get a helicopter for next year.
Hot air balloon or something.
Anything.
Yeah, anything.
Absolutely. Well, I do like the first-time opponents on the schedule. It's nice seeing new opponents instead of the same ones year after year. And, of course, third first-time opponent this year for the Blue and Orange, as that was Berrien County, Campbell County, and Pikeville tonight. Unfortunately for Southwestern, they are 0-2 versus those first-time opponents this year. Maybe that trend will change.
Certainly hope so.
Certainly. Southwestern and Pikeville here tonight on Alumni Night and Youth Night.
Yes, sir.
At the reservation. Senior band members were honored before the game as well. So enough from us. Let's hear from the head chief himself. It's the Coach Jason Foley Show on Lake Cumberland Sports.
All right, this is Michael Gregg sitting down with head ball coach Jason Foley, the Southwestern Warriors coach. You're coming off a bye week. And going into the bye week, your team was able to taste victory for the first time this season on the road against Mercer County. And we'll talk a little bit about that. So, Coach, how important was it to get the monkey off your back there 2 weeks ago in Harrisburg?
Well, it's very important. We had come up short, a couple games, and you go back to the first game of the season, the Berrien, we were right there. It felt like a play or two away. Fast forward to week 2, Campbell County, we was right there with many opportunities there, and felt like a special team blunder or two hurt us that game, and we just needed to get the win. And I think, doing so, I can tell that it gave our kids some pep and some confidence, and hopefully something to build off of.
Now, Coach, you mentioned special team blunder, so I've got to ask. That game, of course, I think you know where I'm going with this. That game, you go into halftime, up a couple scores, little bit of breathing room, come out from the locker room, and Mercer has 2 consecutive back-to-back onside kick. They recover and score a touchdown. So tell me what was going through your mind right there, Coach.
Yeah, that was really frustrating. We felt like at halftime we had a good 2-score lead. We were getting the ball. Offensively really hadn't been stopped throughout the night. And I know we felt if we got the ball and punched it in, it could really almost kind of put the nail in the coffin for Mercer. But we gave them 2 opportunities. They did a really good job with their onsides. Give them credit. I mean, the kicks were very well placed, and it was hard to defend, hard to recover. And honestly, I was surprised they didn't do it a third time. But we're, it's something we have worked on more so since the fact. But it was good onside on their part for sure.
Well, good test. You weathered the storm and made it out of there. Of course, offensively, you made a few changes on your offensive line, and in that game, more so than any game this season, completely controlled the line of scrimmage. I guess you got to be pleased with how your team performed in that facet.
Yeah, I mean, we did. And, we've been tinkering with our offensive line. That's a spot that we're very youthful, not a lot of experience coming back from our previous season. Other than Caden Campbell and Devin Leclerc, it was just all new faces. And we've got some capable kids, but we went with a little more athleticism at our guard spots last game. You saw Brody Walker, Caden Daughtery, who plays linebacker and defensive line for us as well, and they stepped in and did a really good job there. Just some different things we're able to do with our pulling and our trap game, and I felt like it helped us some throughout the game.
So, Coach, this week your attention shifts after the bye week. Your attention shifts to Pikeville, going to make the long road trip to the reservation, and having youth night tonight. But tell us a little bit about Pikeville. This is a team not really familiar on the schedule here at Southwestern.
Well, Pikeville is a perennial power. They've got somewhere up 15, 20 state championships as a program, and they are single A, but they're usually the most dominant single A team, in the state year in and year out. And they typically have, 50 to 70 kids on their roster, and so they're definitely well off for what they do. They're a lot like a lot of the other Eastern Kentucky schools, the Belfries and the Johnson Centrals. They're physical. They play fundamental football. They will pass a little more than like a Belfry or Johnson Central. They've got more of a pass game, but they're a very good football team. I expect them to, they've played Johnson Central. I know the first half, it was tied going in the last 2 minutes. They've played multiple teams really well, so they're a very good football team, and we've got to work it out for us.
So, Coach, what are your keys to victory tonight against this Pikeville team?
Well, we'd like to create a couple turnovers, win the maybe the possession battle. That would be a hope. We've got to be really, really solid with our special teams. And, I think from a defensive standpoint, we've got to control their pass game because they have a couple of 3, playmakers at receiver, and their quarterback's a good runner too. So you got to watch out for his legs. We've had a good week of preparation defensively. I feel like it's been one of our better weeks, on the defensive side of the ball as far as that goes. And so that's something that, we're looking forward to seeing how our game plan plays out for us.
So, Coach, every week I usually ask you to give me some putting in work recognition, and this week is unique because you've had 2 weeks that young men have been putting in work. So what are some players you'd like to shine some spotlight on for the work they put in the last couple of weeks?
Well, first off, a freshman, and I may have even mentioned his name before, but I have to again just because how outstanding he's done, and that's Aiden Edwards. We've had a freshman and a JV game since our last varsity game, and we were victorious in both, and he made several plays. He's a defensive ball hawk on the defensive side of the ball. I think in the JV games he's had 4 of the 5 games with interceptions, and probably the best field vision on our team all around. So he's really, really doing an outstanding job. Also want to mention Rob Singhofer. Rob Singhofer is a young man who's putting in a lot of work on the defensive line for us, and probably we'll see him in some action tonight as a freshman on the defensive front. We are a couple of men down on the line of scrimmage tonight, so we'll be looking for some freshmen to step up and get some action tonight as well.
Well, Coach, do tell. My next item was going to ask about injury reports. So who are you missing tonight, Coach?
Unfortunately, Jordan Lewis will not be in participation tonight. Of course, he's one of our lead running backs. He is out this game. Hope to have him back for district play. Caden Campbell, of course, has been the anchor for us up front throughout the season, and just a tremendous tackle, and a kid that I think is going to make some big names this year, a big name for himself this year and next. He is out recovering from a sprain, so we hope to have him back in the next week or two as well. But they're both going to be out tonight, and so that's going to allow, I guess, and some opportunities for some young kids to step up and get some action and get their shot at it.
Well, all right, Coach. Well, good luck to you and your Warriors as you enter in your final tune-up match before district play starts next week. And I know you're going to take them one at a time, but this one, again, single-A school, but certainly one that's very formidable. But good luck to you and your Warriors tonight, and as the season progresses. And as always, big thank you to taking time out to allow Lake Cumberland Sports catch up with the status of Warrior Nation.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it.
This has been Michael Grigg catching up with head ball coach Jason Foley of the Southwestern Warriors on Coach Jason Foley Show here on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Coach Jason Foley Show on Lake Cumberland Sports. As you see, Captain Pat on high, a great view of the Littles here this evening. As Nancy was introduced earlier, Oak Hill being introduced now on Youth Night and Alumni Night at the reservation. Michael Gregg, you're a dad in this.
Yes, sir.
A big part of this. And
Helping coach Oak Hill's team this year, which I didn't do last year.
That's what's happening to them.
Yeah.
Okay, now it makes I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're getting to do
Quit hitting
that.
my arm, man.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Come on now.
I'm so
Come
sorry.
on now.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're getting to be a part of that.
Burnside was introduced already first as well. So, of course, cameras action missed Burnside, and you see in the end zone Oak Hill's junior team squad coming out. And, of course, certainly we're here for the big boys.
Senior football
Warriors versus the Panthers of Pikeville.
Fair skies, 77 degrees here this evening. Southwestern, as Michael Gregg mentioned, versus Pikeville here this evening. Warriors averaging 232 yards on the ground, 73, only 73 through the air. Defensively, Southwestern giving up $126 through the air, 85 on the ground for Pikeville. Rushing yards, they average only 86 on the ground, about 57 through the air, and then defensively for Pikeville, they give up 189 yards on the ground, 121 through the air. That kind of plays into Southwestern's wheelhouse, but we mentioned it before the Coach Jason Foley Show. Unfortunately, one of Southwestern's bigs unable to go tonight, as we saw Caden Campbell injured second half of that Mercer County game last week. He's unable to go this evening, as Southwestern down a man on that offensive line. And Michael Gregg, as we mentioned in the pregame earlier, finally put it all together last week, especially on that offensive line.
They absolutely did, and that's the heartbreaking thing, in addition to Campbell being hurt, that they had that 1 week to kind of put it together, and you'd like to continue to build on that. And you just have to see who plugs in that spot for Campbell. Last week, C-Dot moved into that offensive line because basically had a need, and I believe he was our lineman of the game. That's one of those just making sacrifices, doing what's best for the team, and was a difference maker right out of the gate. You could just see that. They got the speed and just made a difference there in that offensive line with Caden Daughtry.
Well, you talk about Southwestern's offense, and I hate to say that Southwestern's offense has struggled this year after putting up 53 points last week. That was that's kind of the caveat to what has been a slim offensive season. But you saw what Zach Benedict did last week. Yes, he had, if memory serves, he had a hat trick of rushing touchdowns. And you mentioned it earlier. Southwestern as a team finally getting that monkey off the back with the win. Zach finally getting that monkey off his back with a passing touchdown.
Yes, sir.
2 weeks ago, and that went to Kendall Wesley late in that contest.
Yeah, and that's an aspect of their offense they really need to introduce a little more because teams are stacking the box against Southwestern, making it real tough for that offense to really push as we've used to see in the previous years. Again, that offensive line is so key to that, and in the first few weeks of the year, just wasn't able to do that.
Passing the ball, Benedict in 5 games this year, 26 of 52. Credited with 3 INTs. He has thrown more than that this year. 1 touchdown pass, 326 yards through the air, averaging 65 through the air. Rushing-wise, as Benedict, as he leads the team in rushing at 348, 6 touchdowns on the year on the ground.
Yeah, he can rush. He's a power runner from that quarterback position, and he runs with power like a Tim Tebow type runner. That's high praise.
Indeed it is. With that said, we will step out for a break, come back, to the starting lineups, and in the opening kick, Toyota of Somerset High School football, presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Starts a business the same way.
Buys a home the same way.
Buys a car the same way.
But everybody likes a smooth and fast
loan application process.
UCB's new online loan application makes it
easier and faster than ever to borrow the money you need.
Go to unitedcumberland.com and find the Lending Services tab.
Depending on your situation, you could complete nearly the entire process
without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
When was the last time that you paid $0 and got everything you ever wanted? Well, here at Alton Blakely Ford, we're giving you just that. 0 down payment, 0% APR, and no payment for your first 90 days on select Ford models. That's 3 whole months of pretending you're a responsible adult without paying anything. Plus, we're throwing in a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan because we're not just good looking. We're generous too. But don't miss out. Stop in today at Alton Blakely Ford because this many zeros only come once a year.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more in less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
There is hope. Share your thoughts.
Talk
to us. Be a lifeline.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. You are not alone.
You are not alone.
Video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports, Youth Night and Alumni Night at the reservation. Southwestern 1-4, coming off a big win, their first win of the season 2 weeks ago at Mercer County, 53-50. Bye week last week for the good guys, if you will, coming at a really nice time. Pikeville, perennial Class A power, 3-3, as they took Powell County to the woodshed last Friday night, 56-0. Michael Greg Pikeville getting ready to go into their bye week next week, and then they have a big tilt against Paintsville in a couple of weeks. And hard to believe that kind of second half of the season.
Business end of the season.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Well said.
Yep.
Well said.
They're looking at the business end of that season square down the barrel, and of course it gets real starting next week. And the youth league players kind of forming for a picture, and I know that
love that.
It's awesome. I know the folks, powers that be, are ready to get them off the field and get things going. I'll go ahead and talk about Southwestern starters for a moment here while we have that. I do not know currently who is going to take that spot for Caden Campbell. So when I do that, that's a question mark. So left tackle, question mark. Caden Campbell, that's a spot that's going to be vacated by him. Caden Daughtry is going to be your left guard. He's a senior. Center, Devin Leclerc, senior. They moved Leclerc over from the right side of that line last week. I assume that he will stay at center this week. Right guard, Alex Davis, a junior. Right tackle, sophomore Jacob Kaiser. Split out tight end receiver, Zabry Cox, another senior. Kendall Wesley, receiver, another senior. Colson Eichmann will split out in the back as a wide receiver as well as a running back. He's a junior. And then Blake Haynes, you'll see him as well. He's a sophomore. He'll play receiver as well. The QB1, junior, Zach Benedict. And your running back is going to be a combination of Aiden Whitson. I would say Jordan Lewis, but I heard that he is also not going to go tonight, and that's a big loss too because Lewis is your power back and your guy that can kind of run angry and get a handful of yards, runs downhill, if you will. So he's going to be out this week, and probably going to see a little bit of Eichmann back there. Jackson Staley may get a carry or two. They'll be fine in the backfield. Will be the Warriors. The defense will go something like this: Landon Krause and Devin Leclerc and Brody Walker across that front. Krause a sophomore, Leclerc a senior, and Walker another senior. Linebackers will be Caden Daughtry, Samuel Framer, Aiden Whitson, and I assume in Lewis's spot we should see senior Nick Doan, Beans. You like to use that nickname. You love the nicknames. He's got one of our favorites. Cornerbacks, Jackson Staley and Colson Eichmann. And then on the back end, the safety, Zabry Cox and Taden Richardson. Your secondary going to be, I think, pretty important tonight, Josh.
Yes.
As, again, looking at them warming up, the passing attack for Pikeville, maybe next to Belfry, best passing attack we've seen this season.
Yeah. Just think about what you just said.
Yeah.
With a passing attack from Belfry.
And they look sharp.
They really did.
They really did.
They throw it really well. And we gave you Reynolds' numbers earlier for Pikeville and his receivers. My goodness, you got Mikey Hager with a team-high 30 receptions, 337 yards, a handful of TDs, 5, averaging 56 yards a game. Hot in his heels, you got Harrison Fields with 21 receptions a game, 205 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. And then you got Cole Sloan, 17 receptions on the year for a $163, and then you've got a TD going to Jeremiah Anderson, a TD to Quentin Warren, and one to Griffin White as well. That's spreading the love around as Southwestern receiving-wise, their top 2 receivers have 10 pass receptions.
Yeah, it's not a pass-heavy offense, so Southwestern need to increase that a little bit, though, to keep defenses honest. And we shall see. Captains running out there on the field for Southwestern: Benedict, Wesley, C-Dot, Caden Daughtry, and Devin Leclerc for the Warriors. And we know what Foley likes to do on the toss. We shall see how that plays out.
Well, one Warrior you mentioned not in action tonight will be Jordan Lewis, and he was one of those Warriors that had an individual really good game 2 weeks ago. If memory serves, he was over 100 yards rushing. Got a touchdown 2 weeks ago. As he finally had a night to break out 2 weeks ago, and then here he is. Well, not going tonight.
In addition to that, and his skills running the football, he's a difference maker when Coach Foley puts him on that defensive line.
Absolutely.
You know, he gets down that 4-point stance and kind of submarines and just out-quicks the offensive line of the opponent and showing some instant dividends. So that is a huge loss as well, especially in this last tune-up match before you hit district play. You want to have your cupboard fully stocked, and that's just not the case tonight for Southwestern.
It is not, unfortunately. And, of course, next week, as Michael Gregg mentioned, district play begins. North Laurel coming to the reservation next Friday night. North Laurel's got a good one tonight as they will tangle with Collins. Those two teams, as the first RPI of the season came out this week. Collins 6, North Laurel 7. That is a Donnybrook of a high school football game tonight. We'll try to keep you updated on that one. Southwestern winning the toss. They elected to defer.
And we see one of our favorite former Warriors out there on the field, Josh. Nico Pasquarella here taking pics tonight.
Well, hello, Nico.
And he's wearing a Pittsburgh Pirates shirt. I know that because he's from that area, but it looks strikingly similar to Pikeville. Pick a different shirt tonight, Nico. Come on now. Of all nights, pick a different shirt.
I will let it slide for Nico because, one, we love Nico.
Well, we do.
Two, as you mentioned, family's from Pittsburgh. But baseball-wise, this is Reds country.
Yeah.
This is Reds country, Nico. Come on, man.
Of all nights. Don't wear a shirt with the P on.
Of all nights. Of all nights, especially what Belfry did here a couple weeks ago.
We'll forgive you, but
we love him.
Strike one. We're keeping tabs.
Yes, we are. I miss Nico desperately, and I'm telling you, something he started is turning into quite a venture for one Nico Pasquarella, and sports photography, and now taking pictures for the Hilltoppers at Western Kentucky University. You see so many former athletes getting into getting behind the lens, so to speak, and that is a great avenue to stay around this game. There's multiple ways to stay around this game, and I've said it before. I realized early if I was going to stay around sports, I had to figure out a way to do it, and it's with my mouth, unfortunately.
Well, another thing, the maturity it takes, because a young man could be playing football somewhere.
Well said. Yes, he could.
And
had offers,
and had just bigger sights in mind. Realized the man's going to have the only two knees he has, the only two knees he's ever going to have.
Yep.
And just a mature decision that he made, and so he's winning in the game of life.
Indeed.
Yep,
he is. As you saw the Warriors hit the field through a massive spirit line here at the reservation. Youth night and alumni night. Want to make mention of the flag bearer for Oak Hill. Got a bloodline up here.
Yeah, my son,
did a good job.
He did. Yeah, well,
he's holding Old Glory high. He understands the assignment. I'm glad you all are getting that. I know.
Well, we hope it continues.
Absolutely.
For right now, he's enjoying it, so I'm loving every minute of it.
Love it. Love it, Dad. I love it. Enjoy it because it goes quick. Southwestern winning the toss, electing to defer and trust healthcare counseling services. Kickoff. Let's play some football.
Let's do it.
At the reservation. Southwestern and Pikeville, the Warriors, looking to string a couple of dubs together. Pikeville looking to do the same after they rebounded off a tough loss against Belfry 2 weeks ago. Southwestern knows that the week before that happened. As that opening kick will stay on the ground, return at the 36. Going east-west, now going back to the 34, turning it north through the 40-yard line up to around the 42. This return man for Pikeville would be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Caden Newsom on the return. Left to right for Pikeville. In the white tops and black bottoms. I believe that's black or very
It appears to be black
marine.
to me.
I think it is black with a maroon stripe down the side.
That was our Intrust Healthcare Counseling Service opening kickoff. We just showed.
White helmet, black face mask. First pitch. It's a pitch and catch to the 45 to the mid-stripe, and maybe one more. The pitch and catch. Reynolds delivers to his favorite target, Mickey Hager. It'll be good for a gain of 9 up to the Southwestern 49. 2nd and 1 just underway. Pikeville left to right. Warriors in the all-black unis tonight. Orange helmets, blue face mask, and a spear on either side.
Thank you for tuning us in on our Wings and Rings video game of the week here on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Indeed. Back-to-back video games of the week for the Warriors. 3-man front for Southwestern. Reynolds fakes, rolls left, looking downfield, hit as he throws down to the 30-yard line. Is it caught? Yes, it is, as the Warrior had a beat on it, but able to get under it, in front of it. Cole Sloan makes the grab. off the turf. Jackson Staley applying the pressure. If Staley had it or Hager.
And I think Caden Daughtry was right there on the pressure as well. I mean, almost at the point of release. Not able to get there.
Move the chains for Pikeville as they're marching on their first opportunity. As that one goes straight up the gut. Pancake takedown by Devin Leclerc. Little bit of syrup for Big Debo. Devin Leclerc.
Anderson on the carry, brought down.
Jeremiah Anderson Jr., running back. Still got a gain of 2. And a pancake for Debo. And Coach Foley mentioning in the preview show, 20 pounds of muscle is what Big 7-7 put on during the offseason.
You can tell.
Yes, you can. Second and 8, 10-12 to go opening quarter. Pikeville marching. First opportunity. Reynolds will hand it off. That one goes straight up the gut to Jaden Justice as he'll get into the Rick Barker red zone. Mighty close to it anyway. Right at another first down. He will be just short of the first down and the Rick Barker red zone. Third and about a football. 9:50 to go. Opening quarter. Warriors winning the toss, electing to defer, and Pikeville, that offense, is in high gear already. Couple passes. Couple totes on the ground. Single back set for the Reynolds. Whistles will stop. As Pikeville will take a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 9:32 to go in the opening quarter on their opening drive.
As mentioned, you are watching the Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. What's the next great play? Deciding what to eat after the game. Don't just settle for any fast food. Get a win for your taste buds with Wings and Rings. We've got over 12 sauces for our award-winning wings, from sweet to super spicy. Plus, we're more than just wings. Our loaded burgers, crispy onion rings, and mouth-watering mac and cheese are a guaranteed touchdown. Whether you're celebrating a big victory or just grabbing a bite with your team, make your next stop Wings and Rings. And keeping stats and a correct score is important to players, coaches, and fans. And the same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset.
Great crowd on hand. Youth night, alumni night, and just out of that camera shot, Southwestern cheerleaders doing their things with the littles surrounding
loving that
the ladies this evening. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Love it, love it, love it.
That front three: Trent Talent, Brody Walker, and Devin McClurk.
Talent in the nose. Reynolds takes the snap, hands it off. That one goes straight up the gut. For Justice as he'll rumble into the Rick Barker red zone with the first down and more to be first and 10 from around the 11-yard line. Jaden Justice Jr. running back. Nothing fancy from Justice. North, south, straight down the hash marks. He can fly. He's got speed. His offensive line opening a huge hole for him to run through.
Running right at the middle linebackers as well.
Yeah. Challenging them. First and 10 for Pikeville from the Southwestern 11. Throws to the end zone. Back corner. Flag will fly. And it is caught. But pass interference. Obviously. Still caught it.
Are they saying the reception was out of bounds?
I'm guessing. Awaiting.
Corner never turned around with the
ball. Comes signal. Pass interference. Yep. Nice catch. Out of bounds. So, fresh set of downs here. It'll be first and goal for Pikeville. Warriors won the toss, electing to defer, and Pikeville marching it right down the field, looking for 6. Pikeville, perennial Class A power. Coached by Chris McNamee, his 16th season at the helm. Multiple state titles under his regime. First and goal. The handoff goes to Justice straight up the gut. Makes a man miss, and he will rumble into the end zone from 5 yards away. Touchdown, Pikeville. As Jay Justice
That'll be a touchdown for the Pikeville Panthers.
puts the Panthers on top, 6-0, 8:55 to go opening quarter.
That's Pikeville early in this one. Pikeville control the line of scrimmage, and that's something that is going to be problematic if they can continue to do that.
Well, that's something we've seen teams do against Southwestern this year, and that's been a tough adjustment for us in Warrior Nation because we've seen Southwestern do that for years to teams. For years and years. Gonzalez Santos on the point after. Laundry on that one.
Southwestern jumped. They're going to re-kick the PAT.
Adams will have the hold for the Panthers. 55 to go opening quarter. Pikeville on their opening series takes it in 4-6. Aiden Justice, 5-yard touchdown. Gonzalez Santos, junior kicker. You notice the theme. Junior for Pikeville. Coach has got him a good one. Good group of juniors. Kicks on the way. It is up, and it is good. 7-0. Pikeville leads. 8:55 to go on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
At Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Life's challenges can sometimes feel overwhelming, like a tough game with no timeouts. For 25 years, Intrust Healthcare has been a trusted teammate, offering individual, family, and couples counseling, as well as case management services, all tailored to your unique needs. Our caring and experienced counselors will help you develop the skills and strategies to tackle your challenges head on. Intrust offers convenient in-home, in-office, telehealth, or in-school counseling sessions, so you can get the support you need wherever you need it. Call Intrust today. To learn more, visit their website at intrust-healthcare.com. At Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. And a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family.
Like he knew you were talking about photography. Like he knew.
Of course he knew.
Like our colleague Nick Hibbert. And he takes some great pictures. He's here this evening. Be sure to watch for those photos as we move through the upcoming week. As Pikeville, since that went deep, sailing into the end zone for a touchback. Warriors will start on a long field here. 1st and 10, 8:55 to go opening quarter. Pikeville taking their opening drive in 4-6. Extra point good. 7-0 Southwestern offense hitting the field for the first time tonight already on the short end of it.
Yeah, and I'm really curious to see the plan of attack Southwestern's going to take offensively, and also the defensive alignment for Pikeville to see if they're going to have anybody over the top at all. Is that box going to be packed as I expect it will be?
Oh, you know. You already know, Michael. 1st and 10 for the Warriors as they will open. Out of a shotgun formation. Back to the right of Benedict. As the handoff goes to Whitson. He'll shed one in the backfield. He'll shed another. Turns it upfield for a 5-yard gain. My goodness, as he had to just shed. Panthers coming after him. Well, it could easily have been a 5-yard loss. It's a 5-yard gain. That's a nice total.
Yeah, that's all hard. That's all hard right there.
Well said. As immediately you see penetration from the Panthers. Yeah, absolutely all hard. For Aiden Whitson. Whitson coming into tonight. 3rd on the team in rushing, 241. 2nd on the team and attempts 42. Backside or side of Benedict this time. Handoff goes to Eichmann, sweeping right. Cuts it inside. Back outside to the 30, 35, 40. Got some open space. 45, taken out of bounds of around midfield. Eichmann with 8:08 to go will move the chains. Lakeland Insurance Group 1st down for the blue and orange.
Yeah, he has been a bright spot this season. He's your burner.
He is.
He's the guy's got the speed.
2nd on the team in rushing yards at 262.
But now they're walking the wrong direction.
Laundry that I did not see. That will be on Southwestern, and that might be why he got the edge. Holding will negate. They run up to midfield. An untimely penalty. It remains 2nd and 5. Same spot on the penalty. You don't see that often.
Should be 3rd down, should it not? Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Warriors come set with 2 stacked up on one another. That'll be a false start. That'll be 2nd and longer. Boy. 7:39 to go. 2nd and 10. Back-to-back penalties on the Warriors. Well, it's going to be a decent start up to midfield. The Warriors are now behind the chains at 2nd and 10. And that's those little things that have compounded this year for Southwestern.
Well, that was a different formation. You had 4 wide receivers split out there, kind of bunched tight.
And towards the line. Maybe it's extra blockers. Benedict will hand it off to Eichmann as he'll be able to turn it upfield for a couple there. That's going to set up 3rd and long. 7:05 to go in the opening half. Give him 2. 3rd and 8. Warriors really behind the chains.
Eichmann on the carry, ran out of bounds by Coleman. That brings up 3rd down for the Warriors.
Rifles got good pursuit to the football. And the Panthers. Class A team, perennial powers. They won state titles under 2023, 22, 21, 19, 15.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. 3rd and long. Benedict looking to throw, looking. Still looking. Nothing there. He will tuck it and run. Ball pops loose. Back at the 26-yard line. Pikeville saying they have it. And they do. Jaden Justice scored the touchdown. Found the the football. As Pikeville sit pretty. As Benedict coughs it up. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Southwestern on the 26-27 line.
So
27.
Justice on the recovery?
That was Justice. And the bad start just got worse. 7-0 Pikeville lead, 6:53 to go. The Panthers trying to go back to work on the offensive side of the football. Defense got them the football back. Reynolds out of the gun. Justice to his right. Three-man Southwestern front. Fakes the handoff. Fires into double coverage. That was too tall for his intended receiver on a slant route. That was Mickey Hager, his favorite target.
Coverage was there.
It was. Multiple Warriors with the coverage there. That pass had nice zip on it. Really nice spot. We're watching Reynolds warm up. You and I were, and he can sling it.
Yeah, definitely impressed with the physical tools that the young man possesses.
6:50 to go. Clock stop. And Pikeville taking a shot there. I like that play call. Taking a shot, now you go to work. 2nd and 10. Left to right. For the Panthers, black tops, black bottoms. And up to Justice, straight up the gut, as Leclerc wrangles him down, but not after positive yardage from Justice. And so it's another tackle. Justice will get up to the 24-yard line, working near home hash. 3rd and 7 here. Under 6.5 to go opening quarter. Warrior defense, Coach Payne defense, looking to bow their neck as the offense topped it up.
You got Zach Benedict in on the defensive. Looks like he's playing a corner, nickelback.
Reynolds rolls left, looking downfield, fires, outstretched, unable to reel it in as Eichmann applying the pressure. Incomplete to Cole Sloan, as that will be 4th down. So Southwestern's defense did its job.
Yeah, we're going to see a field goal. We don't see a ton in our neck of the woods over here.
We do not. Steven Gonzalez Zintes. I hope I'm saying his last name right. On for the field goal attempt, 2 for 2 this year. 21 of 21 on PATs. This hole from the 31 for a 41-yard field goal attempt here. Near home hash. So on the kickoff, he's got leg. Plenty of leg. It is up. It is no good. Missed it to the left. The leg was there. The accuracy, not so much. His first miss of the year from 41 is no good. It remains 7-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
It was close. It had the distance.
It had the distance. Just missed to the left. Yep.
Yes, sir.
I don't drive that far on most weekends.
Well, I can understand that. You drive a lot during the week. I do it on the weekends.
It remains 7-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. That was 6:01 to go. So Warrior defense did its job and got a little help. Not a whole lot of wind. No harm, no foul. As the Warrior offense turn it over. Back out for their second opportunity this evening. As that handoff goes inside, straight up the gut. It's a pancake tackle. Henry McNamee, the junior.
It appears Jacob Kaiser is the young man that's playing left tackle in the void created by Campbell's absence. And Brody Walker is at right tackle where Kaiser normally lines up.
That's good for a gain of 1. Who'd you have on that carry?
I missed it.
I didn't see who it was. It happened so quickly. My apologies on that. Benedict fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires, complete to Wesley. Near home sideline, up to around the 29, 30-yard line. That'll be good for a Lakeland Insurance Group first down. Wesley hooked up 2 weeks ago for the first passing touchdown for the Warriors season in game number 5. That'll move the chains. Little positive mojo for the good guys. First and 10 for the Warriors from their own 30. 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Whitson to the left of Benedict. You see that formation again. 2 receivers stacked up near the line. That did not work. As Benedict looking to come near home sideline, and the Panthers defense ate it up.
Well, that was that bunch formation. You mentioned the last time they done it, maybe for the blocking.
Yep.
That's what they were thinking?
Yep. Not so much.
It didn't work out that way.
Loss of 3. Read beautifully by the Panthers. 2nd and 13, Warriors behind the chains again. 4 minutes to go, opening quarter. Second series of the evening for Southwestern. They coughed it up in their opening series. Pikeville 1 for 2. Handoff goes to Eichmann, looking for some running room, and Justice is awaiting him as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Anderson there for Pikeville as well. Still, Eichmann was able to get a couple there, but again, the Warriors continue to be behind the chains at 3rd and 11.
What a great football last name, Justice.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll give you the justice.
Jaden,
bringing the justice.
Bringing the justice.
I like it.
We need a gavel sound.
Yeah.
Whole name team right
That's
there.
That's exactly right.
Welcome, Jaden. Eichmann in motion. 3rd and 11. Benedict looking to throw. Good protection. It will break down now. Rolling right. Throws back across his body. Up into coverage and caught. His receiver absolutely bailed him out.
Yeah, excellent catch by Cox.
Yeah, as Avery Cox climbs the ladder on a pass across his body. That's a huge no-no, but it's Avery Cox. He's down there somewhere. Got it. Lakeland Insurance Group first down. Might not want to do that a whole lot.
And Cox showing the hops on that too.
Yeah, man.
He had to do that or it was going to get picked.
Coach Dunbar. Does he play basketball?
He does not. Well, he has not. That doesn't mean he won't.
Coach. Xavier Cox. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. At their own 46, 2:50 to go. As Wesley looking for some space, gets up to the 50 and gets absolutely depleted. Coming in like a Scud missile. Quentin Warren, the junior for the Panthers. My goodness, a team that does have seniors, believe it or not. But this junior class for Pikeville is all over the place, and they are good. Wesley paid the price. A little confusion here for Southwestern. Gain of 4 there, 2nd and 6. 2:10 to go. Warriors right at the midfield stripe, moving right to left. Benedict out of the gun, hands it off to Whitson. Goes off right tackle, got some running room, makes the man miss. Gets popped and dropped after he gets the first down. Nice toe, 2-2. As a Panther is down. That's where the collision occurred. Whitson and the Lakeland Insurance Group first down with straight up 2 minutes to go.
Official timeout on the field.
And an official timeout for an injured Panther.
Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins of Lake Cumberland Orthopedics, sports medicine for athletes of all levels, from the weekend warrior to the professional. At Lake Cumberland Orthopedics, our goal is to get each patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We are proud to support local athletics by serving as team physicians for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern, Somerset, Pulaski, and Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Cumberland region. That's Lake Cumberland Orthopedics Sports Medicine. And on the field, you give it your all. You train, you push, and you rely on your team to protect your blind spots. But just like in sports, life throws you unexpected plays. For over 20 years, Lakeland Insurance Group has been the trusted teammate for families and businesses around the Lake Cumberland area and beyond. We're an independent agency focused on you, our community. From protecting your home and car to securing your business and employee benefits, we offer a wide variety of insurance solutions. We don't just sell policies, we build long-lasting relationships, ensuring you have the right coverage as life changes. Think of us as your dedicated coaching staff, guiding you through every season. Play it safe, live confidently. Choose Lakeland Insurance Group, your winning team for peace of mind. Visit us at lakelandinsuranceGroup.com or stop by one of our 4 Kentucky locations.
Injured Panthers setting up, attended to by his coaches and trainers. Colin Wright, that's who we have on our roster. Freshman. Holding that left arm, that left shoulder as he crosses midsection as he walks off under his own power. Took a shot, and again, that was in the vicinity of where Whitson. I would assume that probably Wright was the Panther that was in that collision with Whitson. Hopefully he will be able to return. And he's okay. Lots of prayers for that young man. Physical football game. It is not for the meek. 1st and 10 Warriors as they go to the Pikeville side of the field for the first time tonight. 98 seconds to go. Opening quarter. Backs either side of Benedict. Eichmann with the toe straight up the gut, and the flag will fly behind the play as Eichmann turned it upfield for a good 7-8 yards, but it is coming back.
It's a couple of nice runs Eichmann's had negated.
Yeah.
On penalties.
He's like, guys, did I do something this week to upset you? Come on.
Help me out.
Come on. Let's, come on. So instead of a 2nd and short, that's going to bring up a 1st and about 20. Warriors with positive momentum, and then a penalty will get them behind the chains. 7-0, Pikeville leads. Thanks for joining us. Video game of the week. The Mighty Maroons off tonight. Somerset on the road at Clinton County. Mayday looking to throw, fires a floater to the far sideline. Wesley, the intended target, too high. Second
Wesley is
and 10.
Brings up second down for the Warriors.
Bruins had a tough one last Friday night at home versus South Warren. I had forgotten South Warren moved to 6A.
Well, I didn't realize it until I was watching some of that game and heard that, and certainly South Warren hoping enough to make that move. One of the best teams you're going to see in high school football, period. And so was Pulaski.
Absolutely.
So it was a titanic matchup last week.
Well, the proof is in the pudding. The first RPI came out this week, and you and I talking about it. I'm like, Pulaski's not at the top. They're going to be close. Pulaski's second in the first RPI released. How about them Maroons? This Wesley looking to come near home sideline. That was read well by Jeremiah Anderson and a couple more of his teammates. Hats to the football. It is third and long, and they're a minute to go in the opening quarter. And again, the Warriors had momentum going. And a holding penalty backed them up behind the chains and have been able to get going again.
Yep, stubbing a toe.
And unfortunately, it has been one of those seasons for Southwestern.
Trying to identify a couple of the players, and you got several guys on the line that just must be wearing different numbers tonight. So I'm unfortunately going to be able to give you some of these that come in.
Benedict straight back to throw, third and long, under pressure. He will be sacked. Back inside his own 40-yard line. Take your pick. Hats to the football. One of the first guys there. Mills, senior, outside linebacker. There's the horn will sound. Quarter number 1 in the books. Pikeville leads 7-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you. Homes, farms, commercial properties, and investment properties from all over Kentucky. Where? FordBrothersInc.com. Just click on, go to upcoming auctions, and you will be amazed. You can just browse or register to bid, and you're set. You'll have a front row seat to everything that you're looking for. Whether it's live or online, check out FordBrothersInc.com.
So, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Somerset High School football. Another beautiful boot by young Taden Richardson, as that will take a friendly Southwestern hop and mosey inside the 20-yard line. We've seen 6 come on and put a lot of boot into a lot of punch this year.
Yeah, he's done a nice job.
He really has. A junior is Taden Richardson. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pikeville. Third series of the night for the Panthers, and this is absolutely their longest field of the night. They had a short field last drive as the Warriors coughed it up. Warrior defense getting the hold and a little help. First miss of the year for the kicker. Pikeville back at it, ready to go. Justice, with the inside handoff. Clerk. It's Avery Cox.
Going to be a flag on a play.
Talent will come in and make the stop for Justice, but as Michael Gregg mentioned, Laundry will fly. It will be a hold on Pike.
I don't understand.
Holding on the Panthers.
Back the Panthers up.
They'll bring up first down and
Now
20 yards.
they'll be behind the chains. Field position gets worse for our brothers from Eastern Kentucky. Return match next year.
No. Let's not talk about it until we have to.
11:30 to go. Wishing the Panthers safe travels back home this evening, gentlemen. Thanks for coming to the reservation. Reynolds on the option pitch, spin move at the 5 will create a little space, but the Warrior defense had it strung out. Now back inside the 10-yard line is Tatum Richardson, who just laid the boot to it. Talon, Debo, Whitson, C-Dot.
Down by a host of Warriors.
Caden Campbell.
Brings up second down on
Caden Daughtry on the stop. Second and long. 10:50 to go. Warrior defense looking to dig in again here and get the football back and give the offense some good field position. Warriors move the football there, and then another penalty. Got them behind the chains, and they could never recover. Second and long. What you got it? Second and 20?
I do, yes, sir.
Reynolds looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket, looking downfield. He will tuck it and run for a short gain, looking downfield, but nicely done, staying home. Zach Benedict, quarterback on quarterback violence. Benedict comes up and makes the stop, short gain. Third and long here. Well defended downfield by the Southwestern secondary, and we had questions on that secondary. And that one smothered up downfield. A gain of 3 by Reynolds. Hit what he could. Lived to fight again. Reynolds out of the gun. Rolls, throws back. Makes the man miss. Turns it upfield. Look out. 25, 30. Midfield stripe and more. It's a foot race, 1-on-2, and pulling away. 3rd and 17 goes for 6. Nicky Hager. And a flag back to the 35-yard line. Multiple flags back at the 35-yard line.
Well, definitely behind the play, so curious what that is.
For a touchdown for Pikeville. Flag on the field.
3rd and 17 from the 12. Does it stand? I would not think so.
No touchdown. Puts it back on Pikeville.
Pull the points off the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard for Pikeville.
It's an 88-yard touchdown off the board.
Yeah, man. On a play that Reynolds rolled near home sideline, threw it back. Got his target, that being Hager in space, and you saw the boogie shoes that Hager's got. He can motor. So that negates an 88-yard touchdown. That was all Hager. That was behind the line of scrimmage. That will still be a first down for Pikeville. That's the good news. Bad news is they lost the points. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Southwestern 42-yard line. Now far visitor hash.
Not sure how to record that, but I just recorded it as a reception to the 42-yard line. My penalties will not be accurate, but I don't think my stuff's always exactly accurate anyway. Just saying that for my own peace of mind.
I think you do a great job. As another penalty. This will be on Southwestern. Encroachment penalty.
Flag on play, offside Warriors brings up 1st down and 5 for the
1st and 5, 9:28 to go. As Panthers had points taken off the board. Setting in a 1st and 5 here with 9:28 to go, second quarter. A one-possession football game. Pikeville could have took it to a 10-0 contest, but 41-yard field goal from Santos had the leg, missed to the left. Yes, he had the leg from 41. Justice with the tote, straight up the gut, running behind his bigs, up to around the 30-yard line. Can you get him? Devin Leclerc, another Warrior in there as well, trying to get his number for you. That would be Aiden Whitson. Southwestern will take a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 9:18 to go, second quarter. Pikeville setting at 1st and 10 from the blue and orange 31-yard line.
The name to know when you or your friends and family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Weikert Realtors Four Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of community service and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property that they are selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weikert Realtors Four Brothers. And looking for the perfect night out at Brew & Dough, you'll find some of the best pizza you've ever put in your mouth, handcrafted sandwiches, calzones, and a delicious salad bar. And to keep the good times flowing, there's a full-service bar. Thursdays, happy hour is from 5 to 7, and a mixtape bingo. A combination of Name That Tune and bingo starts at 6 p.m. Friday nights. Come and sing it like you own it with karaoke, where you're the star. Brew & Dough at South Highway 27 in Somerset, stoplight 21.
1st and 10 Panthers out of the Southwestern. Ron Shaw Realtor. Timeout. Right to left for the Panthers. Story Class A program.
Trickeration.
Yep. Coming sideline. Look out. Cut it back inside at the 20 to the 15. Wrapped up and dropped. Mickey Hager, and it's a great decision to get him the football because he is a gamer. Got speed on top of speed, makes nice cuts, and gets nice downfield blocking. Another first down for Pikeville, and again, a little trickeration on the reverse, top side to bottom side, knifing through the Southwestern defense as Pikeville back in the Rick Barker red zone. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Justice straight up the gut. Angles slightly to the left. He'll get to the 10-yard line after a pickup up 2. Hats to the football for the blue and orange. C-Dot off the bottom of the pile. Aiden Whitson on that one as well. In the vicinity for Southwestern, Brody Walker. So move it a little bit further than what I thought. Give him another yard. 2nd and 7. All at the 9. Panthers can't pick up the first down. They lead 7-0, but they are threatening again. Reynolds out of the gun. Rolls right. Looking downfield. Under pressure from Leclerc. He will tuck it and run. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown. Pikeville. J. Reynolds. Quarterback keeper for 6, 13-0 Panthers.
Yeah, showed the wheels on that one. Part of the field we saw him warming up in. I thought for sure he's going to pass the football. No dice.
Here, hold this. Psych! I'll keep it myself.
Southwestern going to have to respond.
Got to.
This one's going to be get out of hand.
Gonzalez Sanchez on for the point after. It is up. No man's got leg on top of leg. Extra point is good. 14-0 Pikeville on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
When the pressure's on and you got to go on the field or in your home, go Big Blue. Big Blue Septic Service, your local experts for all your septic needs. We tackle tough clogs and keep things flowing smoothly. Just from pumping and inspections to repairs and installations, we're the heavy hitters in the septic world. Don't let a septic issue sideline your home. Call Big Blue Septic Service and experience the winning difference. Big Blue Septic Service, when you got to go Big Blue. And if you haven't been to the Rex Restaurant in Nancy, Kentucky, you haven't had real home cooking like your grandma made. From their homemade chicken and dumplings and meatloaf to the best catfish in the Lake Cumberland area, you got to try the Rex. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., closed on Sunday and Monday. They feature a full ice cream bar and Miss Brenda's homemade pies made fresh daily. They can accommodate large groups by reservation and can cater your businesses for lunch, and they will deliver to you. Rick Barker in the Rex Restaurant, where they will feed you good and treat you right.
You mentioned it. 8:03 to go, second quarter. Warriors need to answer desperately.
They got to respond. They have to get something going here.
Hole's already deep. If you don't get one here, you might not. Sanchez booms this one to the 5. 15, 20. Nice return. Southwestern. That goes up to the 23-yard line. Eichmann on the return. Colson, a junior, had a good year. What has been a tough year. These four boys. And you see Southwestern's district counterparts all in the top 7 of the first RPI that came out. Coach Burns, Mighty Maroons, heading at second in RPI. How about them? South Laurel, 4th. Coach Johnny Hines, South Laurel Cardinals at 4th. North Laurel, 7th. Southwestern in the bottom 6 RPI-wise. Been a tough year. Benedict will pitch it to Eichmann, trying to shimmy away from a would-be tackler. Unable to do that. Pursued nicely by the Panther defense.
Eichmann on the carry. He's brought in by field. Brings up second down.
Loss of 2. 2nd and 12. It has been tough sledding for Southwestern's offense this year. We documented throughout the year, said it earlier. What gets Southwestern's offense going is that offensive line, and year after year they've had those bigs up front that can exert their will, 300-400 yards rushing, and it's not been there. Bobbled snap, put it on the deck, ball is up for grabs, and Pikeville's going to have another one. Benedict didn't look it into his hands, recovered it, never did secure it. Pikeville has the football, 1st and 10, setting in the Rick Barker red zone. You cannot have that happen.
It certainly doesn't help your cause.
1st and 10 Panthers from the Southwestern 17-yard line, near home hash. Certainly blood in the water. I mean, no doubt going to go for the knockout blow. 7:13 to go, 2nd quarter. Credit the faithful for showing up. It has been tough to watch at times this year. Justice gets the corner to the 10. Steamrolls a guy up to around the 7-yard line. Haynes coming to stop him, but going to be good enough for a first down. It'll be a 1st and goal for Pikeville. 1st and goal from the 7. 2nd turnover for Southwestern. Both of those.
Southwestern with 4, Lakeland Insurance Group first downs on the evening. Pikeville double that now with 8.
Both of those Southwestern turnovers. Off a fumble from Benedict. The inside pitch, stretching to the end zone. Got it. Touchdown, Pikeville, 22-0. Panthers.
That's a touchdown for the Panthers.
Well, a shovel pass on that play.
Yeah, Harrison Fields. That's a pass. Here, take this. Touchdown. 7-yard TD strike. Back to back here in the quarter. 4 unanswered to start. 8:03, 7:01. Pikeville is rolling. Southwestern struggling. Extra point is money. 21-0 Pikeville. 7:01 to go, 2nd quarter.
For all your real estate and auction needs, contact Rick Barker and his team at Gobby Realty and Auction. They are starting their 65th year in the real estate and auction business, and they were selected again this year as a #1 real estate auction company. For your farm property, commercial property, residential and personal property, give the good people at Gobby Realty and Auction a call today at 606-678-4865 and go to their website at gobbyrealty.com and see all of their upcoming auctions. Whether on-site, online, or off-site, it will guide you to the best way to handle your auction. Rick Barker and Gobby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust.
28 district judge, Somerset Diesel, Fort Bank, and Southern Kentucky Industrial Equipment.
21-0 now on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Yeah, floodgates have opened up, and you're trying to cram anything in those things to get the waters to stop. Got to get some momentum here before halftime. Got to hold on to the ball.
That would certainly help. Another boomer. Off the foot sentence. And as State will misplay it. That will trickle out of bounds. Inside.
They're saying he touched it, so it's going to be down at the 2.
Well, there is a flag up at the 34-yard line. Mentioned it. Good crowd on hand tonight. Senior night for the band here at Southwestern. That penalty will go against Pikeville. So that'll help the Warriors as Staley just misplayed that kick. Instead of being pinned at around the 2. Be a little more breathing room for Southwestern.
Flag on the play.
Up to their 17-yard line. And it's sportsmanlike on Pikeville, the official call. 1st and 10 Southwestern, 6:57 to go in the opening quarter. Warriors winning 2 weeks ago at Mercer County, 53-30, trying to go back-to-back, and it is a mountain of a climb at this point. Southwestern to go back-to-back. Pikeville, sitting pretty, trying to get their second win in a row. It's that one. Inside handoff and just absolutely swallowed up in the backfield. Take your pick. 1, 2, 3 Panthers in the backfield immediately after the handoff.
Yeah, this is where you're missing the presence of Caden Campbell along that offensive front.
Warriors went down with an injury. Second half against Mercer County. Mention those RPIs. Tough one tonight here against Pikeville. District isn't going to be any easier.
No, you've already mentioned the RPI standings of all the district opponents. They're stout.
Benedict holding it forever. Throws as he's tackled. Incomplete. Pikeville looking for intentional grounding. Anderson probably taking for that intentional grounding. 6:06 to go. You got the district slate. Southwestern, North Laurel next week. They got a huge win tonight against Collins. Then on the road to South Laurel. And the cross-county matchup at County High. Then you finish up the season on a Thursday night at Rock.
And you mentioned something I hadn't really thought about. Tonight's home game, then next week's home game, and that's it.
That's it.
As far as the home slate. So,
yep.
I hadn't really thought about that until you mentioned it.
Hard to believe, man, honestly.
It is. It really is. Feels like we just got started.
3rd and long here. 3rd and 12 as Benedict does avoid taking the sack. 3rd and long. Warriors again behind the chains. Benedict under pressure. Fires up to the line of scrimmage. Ripping that ball out. Official right on top of it. Anderson ripping it out and coming out with the football, but pitch and catch goes to Wesley. A gain of 1, 4th and 11. And credit Pikeville's defense as they are getting to the football, whether that's a Southwestern rush or the Warriors tossing it. And perennial Class A power, multiple state championships under Coach Mack.
Richardson the punt, Sloan and Fields deep for the Panthers.
Hayden Richardson will drop back to his 1 to boot it away. He needs another beauty. Winding with 5:15 to go, 21-0 Pikeville. That one short hops to Richardson, and he will lay the boot to it. Takes a friendly hop. And will be picked up by Sloan, looking to return it. We'll get up to the 38-yard line on the return. Pretty safe pickup. Normally like, get away. Warriors with guys probably 7-8 yards away from it. That's a safe pickup. Decision by Cole Sloan.
Well, tragedy averted. You mentioned it. The snap bounced to your punter.
Yeah.
And you're standing, 2 yards away from your end zone. So as bad as that was, that could have been a whole lot worse.
Iceman. Ice water in the veins of Hayden Richardson. I got you. Short field for Pikeville. Memory serves, they haven't had a whole lot of success on the short field. The longer fields are very much alike. 5 minutes to go. As Reynolds goes right, throw back. As that goes back to Sloan, the return man. Very active this evening. Another target, another reception for Sloan as he'll put it up to the Southwestern 25-yard line. Move the chains again for the Panthers. Pikeville is really good.
Yeah, they're getting chunk plays.
Last one and on 2023. That was a string of 3 in a row. 23, 22, 21, won it in 19, won it in 15. That's pretty stout.
Pikeville 10 first downs on the evening. 75 yards on the ground, 94 yards through the air. Pretty balanced.
Very much so, yeah. 4.5 to go for the half. Pikeville leads 21-0, and they are looking for more. Reynolds out of the gun. Directs Anderson to the near home side. Justice gets the carry off left tackle up to the 20, to the 15, to around the 12-yard line. Pikeville right back into the Rick Barker red zone.
Justice on the carry. He's brought down by Haynes.
About to start getting their mail delivered to the red zone. The Rick Barker red zone.
Another Lakeland Insurance Group first down for Pikeville as well. That's 11 on the evening. Still in the first half.
I mean, their offense is so smooth. First and 10 for the Panthers from the Southwestern 12. Under 4 minutes to go. Justice straight up the gut. It's popped by 3, 4 Warriors. Maybe more as he'll get up. Get that one to the 6-yard line before he's cut down. By trio of Warriors. Bottom man off the pile I saw there was Brody Walker.
Second down, Pikeville.
Gain of 6, 3rd and 4. From the 6 near home hash for the Panthers. And a free play here if they want to try one through the air. I don't think they'd get fancy. Kind of what I thought. Justice gets sniped as he got to the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a yard, but C-Dot had it played perfectly. Hayden Daughtry. Gain of 1, 3rd and 3. Warrior defense trying to dig in again.
And the year that C-Dot has had.
Yeah, man.
Solid.
Absolutely. He brings it every week. Flies all over the field.
Daughtry about the tackle.
Handoff straight up together. That'll be close to a first down as Clerk was the first guy there. Justice with the carry. Bottom man off the pile. Daughtry.
Justice with the carry. He's brought down by Daughtry.
Not a first down. Missed it by a yard. 4th and 1. Just inside the 4. 2 minutes to go. Rifle looking for the first down or the score. When you challenge your bigs up front. Need 1.5 yards, fellas, to be good. Give me 2. See those big boys up front disperse. Whistles. We'll stop it. Southwestern, we'll talk about it. A Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with 1:45 to go, second quarter.
Stressed, anxious, depressed? At Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services, we can get services started today. Entrust offers you the flexibility of providing you with counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at entrust-healthcare.com. At Entrust, your mental health matters. We'll run a timeout here, Ron Shaw Realtor Timeout, Lake Cumberland Sports. A name to know when you or your friends and family are buying or selling real estate is Ron Shaw with Weikert Realtors, Ford Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history, community service, and is a proud supporter of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients, no matter the size or value of the property they are selling. You can contact Ron Shaw at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weikert Realtors, Ford Brothers.
Captain Pat Harris taking you into the Jason Foley huddle. And you mentioned the year that C-Dot, Hayden Daughtry's had, second on the team in total tackles at 38. tied with team high sack apiece amongst 4 Warriors. Aiden Whitson, team high 43 tackles. 4th and short for Pikeville. Southwestern taking that Ron Charles relative timeout. Warriors have 1 left. Minute 45 to go. Second quarter. Reynolds out of the gun. Backs either side of him. Handoff Anderson. He has the first down. Trying to get to the end zone. Well, he'll move backwards now. Still have not heard a whistle. And where he's at there, he lost a yard. Where would they give him the forward progress? That was a long delayed whistle. They're going to give him the forward progress.
They're going to say no, sir.
No, not even going to measure it.
Well, Southwestern needed that shot of momentum. They were, of course, pinned in the back of their end zone there, but kept keeping the Panthers out of the end zone. To me,
held up the line by the Warriors.
That's huge.
Down Warriors.
Warrior defense bows their necks. Second time tonight we've seen them do that to keep points off the board. Missed field goal. Helped that earlier. Defensive stand here on a 4th and short. And that was a long whistle. Benedict goes hands up under center. Always got to be careful here. Handoff goes straight up the gut, and there's not a whole lot there. First guy to the football, Henry. We've said his name. Time or two tonight.
Who was on the carry?
I couldn't see who it was.
When in doubt, I'll go Whitson.
I think it was Whitson looking at the body type.
Yeah.
Tight quarters racing down there.
That's
inside.
where I'm going to go. That's where I'll go.
And the Warriors, well, they'll lose a yard there, so 1st and 10 becomes a 2nd and 11 from their own 2.
Big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin, Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family. Don Franklin, the sponsor of our pictures here on Lake Cumberland Sports, taken by our very own Nick Hibbert. Nick does a great job.
He does.
I think I seen Nick walk up the steps. Maybe come and say hello.
Hello, Nick Hibbert.
Hello, Nick Hibbert.
It's like he knows you're talking about.
It's always
like
a good time when we can run into Nick Hibbert.
Absolutely. It's like
always a good time.
You were reading.
Had a birthday this week. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday, Nick Hibbert. 2nd and 11, jumbo package behind Benedict. He will turn and hand it off. Whitson, the ball carrier. So he'll get stood up the line of scrimmage. End up being tackled in the end zone, but forward progress looks like he got out to the 4.
Brings up
3rd and 9. Minute 26 to go. And a timeout taken by Pikeville, and you can understand why. 3rd and long here facing Southwestern. The Warrior defense bowed their necks, but the offense can't get it moving.
The offense sputtering for sure, and that's probably as much to do with the Panthers' defense.
Yeah.
The speed and the power they've demonstrated here early in this one. It's been tough sledding. Keeping stats and the correct score is important to players, coaches, and fans. The same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, then let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin Scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset.
Stewart and Tucker Insurance Agency, Bridges Painting, Aaron Gold Excavating. Always remember,
3rd and 9 facing Southwestern. Minute 26 to go.
Looks like each team with a timeout remaining.
Yes, sir. Pikeville wants an opportunity to hang some more on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Balance scoring 2 touchdowns in the opening quarter, 2 here in the second. They might have another. Long Benedict out of his own end zone, out of the shotgun. He will fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper on a 3rd and 9. from inside your own 5. I'm just going to let that air there, folks.
Going to advance it out to the 5-yard line. 4th and 8.
He's brought down by Granny. Brings up 4th down for the Warriors.
And right now, clock rolling.
It is.
Right
I'm
at a minute.
surprised. Coach going to keep it just in case he needs it. And we're going to get it back. Play clock has not restarted. Should have already long been going, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Not sure what that's about.
I don't either.
Technical difficulties, perhaps? You're going to blow it dead.
Southwestern will take their final Rawnshaw Realty timeout with 38 seconds to go. Trailing 21-0.
Timeout Southwestern. Their final timeout.
At Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters. Life's challenges can sometimes feel overwhelming, like a tough game with no timeouts. For 25 years, Intrust Healthcare has been a trusted teammate, offering individual, family, and couples counseling as well as case management services, all tailored to your unique needs. Our caring and experienced counselors will help you develop the skills and strategies to tackle your challenges head on. Intrust offers convenient in-home, in-office telehealth, or in-school counseling sessions so you can get the support you need wherever you need it. Call Intrust today. To learn more, visit their website at intrust-healthcare.com. At Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services, your mental health matters.
Trying to check in on that Collins North Laurel game.
And also get ready for your halftime performance coming up by the Southwestern High School Band.
See what's going on. That way, Collins leading 7-0 over North Laurel.
Low scoring affair.
Yes, it is.
North Laurel's always been known to have stingy defense.
Very stingy. As Richardson will stand at the back of his own end zone. Good snap this time. He will lay the boot to it. Hand over ender. Picked up at the 30. Look out, returnable for Fields. Up to the 20, into the Rick Barker red zone at the 16-yard line is where they will set it down. 28.9 seconds to go. Timeout. No timeouts for Pikeville as both teams have taken all they've got. An opportunity here for Pikeville to hang another one on Southwestern. 1st and 10 from the Rick Barker red zone, set down at the 17-yard line.
Well, and they're already in field goal range.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Gravy from here. Reynolds looking to throw. Fires on a sideline out. Easy pitch and catch for Mickey Hager. His favorite target coming in with 30 receptions. He's north of that now. Second and manageable. Second and about 4 here. Clock stop with 25.2 to go. That's sufficient. Mentioned it earlier how smooth Pikeville's offense is.
Team that managed 3 points against Belfry.
Yeah. That tells you.
Good Belfry.
Yeah,
is.
man. Reynolds flushed near side, looking to the end zone. Fires a BB. Did he pick it? Did he get it? Nope. Incomplete. Nice effort.
Sloan is incomplete.
Sloan, the intended target.
For the Panthers.
18.9 seconds to go, second quarter. That was close. Reynolds put it in front of Sloan where only he could have an opportunity for it. A little short, good effort. Southwestern defense trying to dig in again. Warriors will get it to start the third. 3rd and 4. Reynolds takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires from the pocket. Caught. Touchdown. Right back to him. Touchdown. Cole Sloan. 11-yard touchdown strike. 27-0 Panthers.
Not the first half you wanted if you're a Warrior fan.
Reynolds to Sloan for 6. And Adolescentes on for the point after. Plenty of leg money. 28-0. Pikeville 14.7 seconds to go in what has been a dreadful opening half for Southwestern.
Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins of Lake Kerman Orthopedics, sports medicine for athletes of all levels, from the weekend warrior to the professional. At Lake Kerman Orthopedics, our goal is to get each patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We are proud to support local athletics by serving as team physicians for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern, Somerset, Pulaski, and Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Kerman region. That's Lake Kerman Orthopedics, sports medicine.
Youth 9 and Alumni 9 here at the reservation this evening. A lot of little ones here this evening. On hand for this one. Great to see the turnout tonight. Eichmann on the return. 30, 40 coming to the near sideline. Midfield stripe and more. He'll be wrapped up and popped out of bounds with 2.5 seconds to go, making the tackle. Andrew Kenny. Southwestern with life. Late opening half. Colson Eichmann puts Southwestern on the Pikeville side of the field. 1st and 10 for the blue and orange from the Panther 37-yard line as Eichmann touched it. Had to regroup. That's some nice blocking downfield and turned on the afterburner. Nice return from Eichmann.
Gonna have time for one play.
Warriors with an opportunity here to try to cut into the deficit. They'll get it, start the third. Benedict by his lonesome. Straight back to throw. Fires down to the end zone, and that will be picked off by the Panthers. As the horn sounds, Quentin Warren on the interception. I think memory serves, 7th interception this year for Benedict, and that will put us at the half as it is all Pikeville on Youth 9 and Alumni 9 at the reservation. 28-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you. Homes, farms, commercial properties, and investment properties from all over Kentucky. Where? FordBrothersInc.com. Just click on, go to upcoming auctions, and you will be amazed. You can just browse or register to bid, and you're set. You'll have a front row seat to everything that you're looking for. Whether it's live or online, check out FordBrothersInc.com.
So, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more in less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
There is hope. Share your thoughts.
Talk to us.
Be a lifeline.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. You are not alone.
You are not alone.
When was the last time that you paid $0 and got everything you ever wanted? Well, here at Alton Blakely Ford, we're giving you just that. 0 down payment, 0% APR, and no payment for your first 90 days on select Ford models. That's 3 whole months of pretending you're a responsible adult without paying anything. Plus, we're throwing in a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan because we're not just good looking. We're generous too. But don't miss out. Stop in today at Alton Blakely Ford because this many zeros only come once a year.
Introducing Hardee's Homestyle Breakfast Burritos with cheese, fluffy egg, crispy hash browns, breakfast sausage, bacon, and sliced ham in a warm tortilla. Homestyle morning goodness ready to go.
Toyota of Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors. Video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. I'm Josh McKinney along with Michael Gregg, nephew Matt, and Captain Pat Harris on camera this evening as Southwestern's band will entertain the home folks here this evening and us as well, and you at home. Thanks for joining us on Lake Cumberland Sports. Southwestern coming into the evening 1-4 on the year. Big win 2 weeks ago at Mercer County. They won that one 53-0. The Warriors' first win of the season going into the bye week. Really good momentum going into the bye week. Panthers coming in at 3-3. They rebounded last week with a 56-0 drubbing at home versus Powell County. Warriors won the opening toss, electing to defer. Well, and that was the highlight, unfortunately, for Southwestern in the opening half, as it was all Pikeville all the time, as the Panthers score their first touchdown with 8:55 to go in the opening quarter. A 5-yard touchdown run by a young man that has been put on the Lake Cumberland Sports all-name team, that being Jaden Justice. That is certainly a good football name. Justice, a 5-yard touchdown run. 6-0. Santos, his extra point good. 7-0. As Pikeville did have an opportunity to put another score on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard in that opening quarter. Coming with 6:01 to go. A 41-yard field goal try from Gonzalez Santos. Had the leg, missed to the left. It remains 7-0. So let me correct myself. It's had multiple scores in each of the first 2 quarters. Actually, just one score in the opening quarter for Pikeville. They did have an opportunity to go up 10-0 as that missed to the left from Santos. It was 7-0 at the end of one. Then Pikeville got multiple scores in their second quarter. First with 8:03 to go, a 9-yard touchdown run. Quarterback keeper for Jake Reynolds makes it 13-0. Santos, his extra point good, 14-0 at Pikeville. That, after an 88-yard pitch and catch, was taken off the board on a penalty, as Pikeville didn't waste it. If memory serves, I think they have one possession without a score. Make that 2 possessions without a score. Missed field goal, and then the boot. That made it 14-0 as Pikeville gets a Southwestern turnover. They score a minute and 2 seconds later in the second quarter. 7:01 to go in the quarter. A 7-yard TD pass. Reynolds to Fields makes it 20-0. Santos, his extra point good, 21-0. Second quarter ends with a 14-yard touchdown pass for Pikeville. Their scoring ends with an 11-yard touchdown pass. Reynolds to Sloan. A little bit too low on the previous play. Pitch and catch good this time around. Right back to it. Reynolds to Sloan, 27-0. Santos, his extra point good, 28-0 at intermission. First meeting between Southwestern and Pikeville, and it has been all Pikeville Panthers all the time. 28-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Michael Gregg.
Yes, sir. So team statistics here in the first half. Southwestern with 5 first downs, 38 yards on the ground on 18 carries, 24 yards through the air on 3 out of 6 pass attempts, no touchdowns, 1 interception. They had 2 fumbles, lost both of those. Southwestern penalized 5 times for 36 yards. They were 1 out of 5 on 3rd down conversion attempts. They did not attempt a 4th down conversion attempt, according to my unofficial stats. Pikeville had 12 first downs, 97 yards on the ground on 17 carries, 111 yards through the air on 7 out of 10 passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Pikeville penalized 2 times for 25 yards. Of course, they had one play that was called back a little more than that. I didn't register that accurately. Pikeville 3 out of 5 on 3rd down conversion attempts, 0 for 1 on 4th down conversion attempts. Individual stat leaders for Pikeville: Jaden Justice, 11 carries, 66 yards. Mikey Hager, 1 for 19. J.J. Reynolds, 2 for 12. Jeremiah Anderson, 2 for 2. Harrison Fields, 1 rush for a -2. Passing the football, J.J. Reynolds, 7 for 10 for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rocking it out there.
Get that saxophone.
Receiving the football tonight for the Panthers, Mikey Hager, 3 for 61. Cole Sloan, 3 for 43 and a TD. And Harrison Fields, 1 for 7 and a touchdown. For Southwestern, rushing the football, Colson Eichmann, 6 rushes, 29 yards. Aiden Whitson, 6 for 13. Kendall Wesley, 1 for 4. We've got Zach Benedict for 5 for a -8 early in this one. Passing the football, Zach Benedict, 3 for 6 for 24 yards and 1 INT. In receiving, Zabry Cox, 1 for 17, and what was very much a memorable play in that first half.
Yeah.
And then Kendall Wesley, 2 receptions for 7 yards, and that's it. It's been tough sledding for Southwestern here in half number 1. Pikeville, we mentioned single A program, but a perennial powerhouse in single A, and they've came a long way to play.
Yeah.
And but they brought their A game with them, and certainly have created a monumental hurdle if Southwestern is to come back and compete in this second half. I think that's what your goal has to be, Josh, is just to try to compete. First half, really haven't competed, and that's what you gotta do. That you gotta build some momentum as you head into district slate. And you mentioned how tough the district slate is that awaits them next week, starting here at home, their last home game of the season against the North Laurel Jaguars. Of course, everybody 0-0 next week. The season starts over, if you will. Important games, the business end of the schedule. But this is that final tune-up match, and so far, they're stumbling pretty significantly on the offensive side of the football.
I hate to say it this way, but when things are going good, I'm going to tell you honestly. When things are bad, I'm going to tell you honestly. Southwestern is lucky it's a 14 district this year. I mean, a spade's a spade. I mean, I'm telling you, from what I've seen, and I'm not piling on, I'm absolutely not. And we mentioned earlier in the opening half, the first RPIs coming out. Pulaski at 2, South Laurel at 4, North Laurel at 7, and you got our Southwestern Warriors in the bottom 6. 14 district this year, and I feel like if Harlan County was still over here in this district, it would be between them trying to get to the postseason. I think Southwestern is going to play in the postseason, obviously.
Yep.
But that's not anything to hang your hat on. It has been an incredibly difficult year.
Well, and next week, you mentioned the RPI rankings of those teams. You just mentioned North Laurel, certainly based on those rankings, the most beatable opponent in that district slate. And that's the truth. Based on RPI alone, just based on RPI. And that's going to be a tall task. And so, North Laurel has always played Southwestern pretty tough. We're a real physical team. That's what you can guarantee you're going to get when you play the Jaguars. And Southwestern can play physical. I think that, for me, I'm not trying to dismiss this game. We still here got a half to play. But you've got some key players out tonight, with Campbell not able to go and Jordan Lewis not able to go. You have got to have all your troops, and certainly hoping that Campbell can recover. Don't know the extent of his injury. We see Matt here tonight. He's walking the sideline, but certainly wrapped up from hip to ankle, it seems like, on that left knee. I think it's his left knee. got to have him. He's a key contributor on both sides of the football, and just having a hard time getting any kind of momentum going on the offensive side of the football.
You'd be sneaking up on somebody like that. I'm telling you, like it was your birthday this
Stealth
week.
mode.
Yeah, stealth mode, absolutely. Well, going back to what you said, you can absolutely see the absence of Caden Campbell on the offensive line tonight.
On both sides of the football.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
He is a presence, and he is sorely missed tonight. You can certainly see it. Huge void for the Warriors.
Of course, you talk about the RPI, Pulaski at 2, South Laurel at 4, North Laurel at 7, and I mentioned kind of the Foley effect a year or so ago as coaching changes in all of those programs, and again, Southwestern's going to get everybody's best because Southwestern has given everybody their best year after year after year.
That is true. That is true. We've talked about and I've mentioned, we've been spoiled in previous seasons.
We have.
Last handful of seasons where we've just ran roughshod over some teams, and this year, it's certainly been tough.
And, we talked about this, haven't talked about it tonight, but we've talked about it a few times, and playing the woulda, coulda, shoulda game, and that means nothing but for the sake of conversation. Bexar County was absolutely a winnable game that Southwestern lost 12-6. Campbell County here at the reservation was absolutely a winnable game. Southwestern lost it 21-19. Somerset, Warriors led 7-0, and it was all Somerset after that. See you, Nikki. Be good, my friend. That was certainly a loss. I feel like the Warriors didn't compete. They didn't compete. And I saw Southwestern, I hate to say it, not competing at times in the opening half here tonight. And Belfry was a game that Southwestern wasn't going to win.
Yeah, well, and going back to the Somerset game, that game started in a positive light, marched down the field, scored a touchdown, and then that was kind of the end. That was the end of the positive news. Of course, weather was ugly that night and certainly had many delays.
But that was not the reason Southwestern got beat.
No, not at all.
You're not saying they are.
No, I'm not. What I was going to get to was, as tough as that matchup was against Briar Jumpers of Somerset, week prior, South Laurel kind of treated Somerset almost the same way Somerset treated us.
Yeah.
And so South Laurel's still staring us on the schedule as well. So that's a matchup that we're going to have to bring the A game there because they are much improved. That's not the South Laurel of old.
No.
And they have an offense attack that they can throw the football all over the place.
And we're all very familiar with the old ball coach on the South Laurel sidelines now, that being Coach Johnny Hines, and Coach Foley's history with Coach Hines and those wars between the Warriors and the Maroons at the time. Yeah. So playing that woulda, coulda, shoulda game, Southwestern could be 3-2 coming into the evening. Unfortunately, the Warriors are 1-4, looking to avoid going to 1-5 before the most important part of the season begins next week.
Yes, sir.
And again, that's the most important part. Yes, everything is important, but those district dubs are very, very important.
Yep, everybody's 0-0 next week, and you can flip the script on all of this. RPI, you can throw it out the window.
Excellent point.
If you can get some momentum together, and I just think that's why tonight was really so important to that last tune-up match before you get to that business end of the schedule.
Yeah.
And this is not the way Coach Foley would have drawn up the game plan here in half number one.
No, not at all, especially coming off that first win of the season, into the bye week, all that mojo, and gone. As Pikeville leads 28-0 at intermission. We'll come back with third quarter action. Toyota of Somerset High School football, presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors.
Application process.
UCB's new online loan application makes it
easier and faster than ever to borrow the money you need.
Go to UnitedCumberland.com and find the Lending Services tab.
Depending on your situation, you could complete nearly the entire process
without ever having to come into the bank.
Without ever having to come into the bank.
There is hope.
Share your thoughts.
Talk to us.
Be a lifeline.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. You are not alone.
You are not alone.
When was the last time that you paid $0 and got everything you ever wanted? Well, here at Alton Blakely Ford, we're giving you just that. 0 down payment, 0% APR, and no payment for your first 90 days on select Ford models. That's 3 whole months of pretending you're a responsible adult without paying anything. Plus, we're throwing in a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan because we're not just good looking. We're generous too. But don't miss out. Stop in today at Alton Blakely Ford because this many zeros only come once a year.
Back here at the reservation, getting set for second half action here on the Intrust Healthcare Counseling Service kickoff here as Southwestern will receive, and they desperately need a little momentum.
Desperately.
As they have none from half number 1. We've seen Coach Foley go to the locker room and draft up some things when situations seem dire. Right now, situation's pretty dire. What comes to mind, and I know it was a highlight game, was the Scott County game several years ago. Went to the halftime. I didn't think we had a chance. Came back and won that football game. This one, the hill's a little steeper.
Yeah.
Hole's a little deeper. But I think it's one of those testing your intestinal fortitude and how much fight do you have. We shall see here in half number 2.
And that's how you have to look at it, because you got the district slate coming up next week, and nobody is going to give you any breaks.
No, and they all would like to give you one.
Absolutely.
Because you have given it to them, and they all would like to give you one.
Half football to go here on Alumni Night and Youth Night. What a great turnout of young athletes, football players, cheerleaders as well. Hyman with the return. He'll be swallowed up at the 26-yard line. Harrison Fields will make the stop. Now, appreciate you sharing. We have a little more clarification on why exactly one of our favorites of all time, Nico Pasquarello, was...
Oh, I didn't mean for you to share that now, but go ahead.
Okay, you didn't?
That's okay.
Well,
no, go ahead.
All I'm going to say is when you
go ahead. That's fine. It's fine.
No.
It's all fair. No, it's good.
Mom has fallen on the sword as why he was in a Pittsburgh Pirates.
Sure. She's claiming it's not a Pikeville Panthers, and we'll just have to take her word for it.
My apologies for sharing that.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Should have told me.
No, you were good. You're on my good graces. You let me take a break at halftime.
I like stories. And in a 28-0 game, we need stories. And that's a good side story. So Warriors will start on offense. Positive yards coming out of the shoot. Southwestern getting 3 there on the toe.
Is that Daughtry on the carry?
That was Daughtry on the carry, yeah. C-Dot.
Second down for the Warriors.
Often you see a 5-3 running football. For Daughtry, he has run it in the past, but not in his 5-3.
No, he has 9 most of the time. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Pitch to Eichmann, looking to get in some space. Gets popped at the yard behind the line of scrimmage, is bringing the Thunder. A couple of Panthers.
Third down for Warriors.
Warren. Yeah, that was Warren getting the dap from his Panther teammates, laying the lumber on Eichmann. Coming with a full head of steam and got popped.
You know, youth players, that's not how you teach it. Like you hit them rap. That was just one of those thunder booms.
Violent. 3rd and 8. 10:30 to go. Benedict hands up under center. Rolls. Looking downfield. Plants. Fires. Looking downfield. And he's getting Tangled up. And it was Staley on a go route. Stride for stride with him was Isaiah Coleman. And that will bring up 4th and 8 for the Warriors. They will have to boot it away.
4th down for the Warriors.
The Warriors haven't been shut out this season. Able to hang 6 on the board against Barron. 7th spot against Somerset. But 19 in the losing effort on Campbell County and 15 against Belfry. Largest output of the season by far, leaps and bounds 2 weeks ago against Mercer County. 83. As Richardson will stand back as his own 16 to lay the foot to it. And with angles near home sideline, we'll take a friendly Southwestern hop. Be touched at around the 36-yard line. So Southwestern's first possession, second half, results in another Peyton Richardson kick. Punt, 10-12 to go, 28-0 Pikeville. Panthers trying to get this one to mercy rule, a running clock. 1st and 10 from their own 36 near home hash. Panthers right to left.
Number 25, Aiden Poland, looks like is in playing linebacker in this series. Young freshman.
Quarterback keeper by Reynolds. Gets his legs cut out from under him at the 41-yard line. Aiden Richardson going low. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Reynolds says psych to the running back. He took himself. 2nd and 5. Clock winding, 9:48 to go. Mentioned the task at hand for Southwestern. Pikeville keep the mojo rolling. Hung 56 on Powell County last Friday night. Throwing in traffic, wrapped up, and then dropped, not letting him go. Had him by the feet and not letting him go. Brody Walker waiting for his teammates to come in on him. Well played by Brody.
Pass the field's complete. He brought down by Walker. That's the 3rd down for the Panthers.
He lost a few yards there. That was played very well by Walker. 3rd and long, 9:09 to go.
Brody's had a nice season this season.
He really has. In a season that has had its challenges. He is absolutely a bright spot. Reynolds rolls under pressure, sidesteps, looks downfield. He will tuck it and run. It's up to the 45. He's going to be, looks like initially short of the 1st down. Aforementioned Walker and that Singleton C-Dot as well. Short by a yard. Also in on it, Samuel Framer.
Framer was down as down lineman on that play. He's up there at defensive tackle.
Get it.
I think he may be in this whole entire series. He's usually your linebacker.
Moves well to the football as talent will return. Richardson will hobble off. Noticeable limp. Tastes okay. 4th and 1. 8:06 to go. Pikeville with their own 45. They will go for it, leading 28-0. 4th and 1. Inside pitch. Blown up in the backfield. Makes 2 guys miss. Wrapped up and dropped. Guess who? Brody Walker. We see a 7-2. 4th and 1. Turned over on downs. Nice stop. Coming out of the chute. Coach Payne's defense.
They
needed that. Absolutely. Let play it, boys.
1st down, Warriors.
Beans will trot off the field. Nick Doan on that defensive stand. His Warrior teammates. Big shot in the arm there for Southwestern. The defense hold a few times. 7:58 to go. It's a 28-0 hole. Well, Southwestern is in. Warriors' first 2 drives of this 3rd quarter have gone hands up under center with Benedict. Quarterback keeper puts it in the belly of Daughtry. He'll string it to the far sideline for a gain of 1, maybe 2. 2nd and 8.
Benedict with the quarterback keeper.
They gave him one, as a matter of fact.
That'll bring up 2nd down for the Warriors.
Worse than I thought. Benedict, leading rusher on this team. Coming in with the team high 348 yards on the ground. Leading the team in rushing touchdowns at 6. He will pitch to Eichmann, looking for some space, and he can not get away from the speed of Pikeville in particular. Once again, coming to him, dropping him. Warren.
3rd down for the Warriors.
Warren was the one that put the shot on Eichmann. Previous series, Eichmann will lose a handful there.
Some laundry on this close side of the field.
Thank you. Did not see it. And it's on Southwestern. You decline it. Assuming so. Yep. Coach Mack been there, done that? 7 minutes to go.
The flag on the play, false start on the Warriors. That penalty is declined.
3rd and long.
3rd and long for the Warriors.
3rd and about 13 here for Southwestern. Trickeration for Southwestern as Benedict hands it off to Eichmann, who puts it in the belly of Wesley, and
nothing.
Nope.
Wesley on the carry. He's brought down by Burgett. That'll be 4th down for the Warriors.
4th and long. Clock winding. 6:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Offensive numbers for Southwestern in the opening half. I missed what your tallies were. Where were they at offensive-wise?
Well, I can tell where they're at now. I didn't write it down, so it's
now it's fine.
It's always running tally.
Hard snap count on a 4th and 13. As Pikeville does not bite.
Going to get a Rawshaw roach to timeout. So I'll give you the stats right now, Josh. So in that first half, Southwestern had 5 first downs, 38 yards on the ground on 23 rush attempts. It's a little over a yard a carry, and then 24 yards in the air on 3 out of 7 pass attempts. So we're at 62 yards total offense. In comparison, Pikeville, you couldn't get more even than this, Josh. Right now, Pikeville, 107 yards on the ground, 108 yards through the air, 215 yards.
Wow.
Which is not astronomical. Like that, those are. It's just they've been on short field all night.
Well, that's dang close. It's 50-50, yeah.
But it's an efficient offense when
Absolutely.
You can have.
Well, you look what Pikeville's given up, averaging coming into tonight, rushing yards, $189, passing yards at 121. They are well under that tonight.
Yeah, they're helping their averages tonight.
Man, that defense is fast and efficient. Talk about the offense, clicking. That Coach Mack defense is clicking as well, and getting pressure on the football, and again, loading the box. 4th and 13. Southwestern taking that Wausau Realtor timeout. They will go for it. Benedict by his lonesome. Pressure. Sacked. Back outside the 50. Quarterback sack. Mills turned over on downs. Pressure coming from the top side. Bringing it. Pikeville showing that speed on defense.
Well, you had everybody deep, nobody in the backfield to help protect, and Pikeville owning the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Benedict dropped back, and as he dropped to
no
plant.
Time. Yeah, no time.
Had to take action. Take heed, young man. 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Southwestern 49. Fake, pitch, and catch. And we complete that. Go to Gage Burgett. Kickoff about 6 or 7 here. I think they'll give him 6, but a little laundry as well.
Tackle was made by the player.
Clerk making the stop. And Nick Doan. Beans. That'll negate it. That was a holding penalty on the Panthers. And again, I thank you for asking that question in the coach's preview. Do you have a nickname? Because we will give you one like it or not. Do you have a say in your nickname? And Beans may be one of my all-time favorites. Cowboy firmly number 1. Jonas Gallagher. 1st and 10 after that holding penalty. Reynolds looking to throw. Fires. Pretty ball. Nobody there. Somebody was on a curl or a slant, and Reynolds was on a streak. Incomplete. 2nd and 20.
I was driving over here thinking, I can't remember what Caden Campbell, because, we called him a transformer that first year we were at Campbellsville, and he was switching pads and jerseys. Yeah. You remember? Maybe his was just Campbell?
I think he told you.
Just Campbell, right?
It's just Campbell.
Campbell, yeah. Okay.
It's just Campbell.
Yeah.
He is much more than just Campbell.
But if my memory serves, this is what he said was Campbell.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Young man's a gamer. Wish he was here tonight for a speedy recovery. Pitch back across the grain on the pass. Goes to Justice. He'll turn it down the field. Got a first down on that pitch and catch. Doing work. As Reynolds drawing the defense to him. Going to the opposite side. Throws it back. And Justice does the work. First down, tote by a yard.
And chasing him down from behind. C-Dot.
Aiden Daughtry.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, man.
No quitting him.
No, man. No, sir. He's going to go down as a special Southwestern player. Really kind of burst onto the scene last year.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, come to the preseason games like, who in the world's that? 53. He's everywhere.
Senior campaign for C-Dot. Quarterback keeper for Reynolds. Nothing fancy. North-south efficient football inside the 35 to around the 33-yard line. As a couple Warriors will come get him. That will be Hayden Poland and Samuel Framer. Mentioned Samuel's name a few times tonight.
Poland getting some action, some varsity action, I think, for kind of the first time this season I can recall. I mean, he may have been in a play or two, but getting some extended action here tonight.
I like it.
With that absence of Lewis in the linebacker corps.
Yeah, I hate that Lewis is out, but I love it for Poland getting that action. That's how you get players ready, and that's something that Coach Foley has done. You put in the work during practice, you got to put in that work during the week. You're going to get rewarded. Justice straight up the gut. First guy missed. Forearm shiver to a Warrior. That goes to Richardson. We're getting a couple of more as Pikeville flirting with the Rick Barker red zone. Justice running roughshod over the Southwestern defense. Young man is low to the ground, runs hard, runs physical.
While his name is not Law, you could say you fought the law and the law won, right?
He'll be here all week. It's Michael Gregg.
It's Justice.
Justice.
Serving justice. Every Friday night in the fall.
Good football player. 1st and 10. Reynolds under pressure. Flushed away from Leclerc. Still running. Now top side looking downfield. He will tuck it and tote it. And the Rick Barker red zone, he'll go to the 17-yard line. Smothered up downfield. Credit Southwestern secondary again. They had it covered downfield as Reynolds will turn it north for 5. 2nd and 5. 2:48 to go here. Third quarter, and Leclerc's got a little bit of a limp as he goes back to the huddle.
Second down for the Panthers.
I think he's trying to stretch out that right foot, right hamstring maybe. 7-7 has been all over the field tonight. Another one of those special ones in the Southwestern uniform. Reynolds rolls under pressure, hit as he throws, fires, complete. To the 10, to the 5, in traffic, dialing for the end zone. He will not get there. Haynes and Poland will make the stop.
First and goal for the Panthers.
And this reception goes to Hager. It'll be a first and goal from the 4 for Pikeville, leading 28-0. Right back to the Rick Barker red zone, man. Efficient. Reynolds looking for the quick hitter. Goes back to his favorite target, Hager. As he will stretch for the pylon. Will be out at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. See if Pikeville goes right back to the well there. Looks like they ran that play a few times. Reps, baby. Reps.
I think the last time, at least once, didn't they give it to Big 4-4? The fullback?
Anderson, yeah.
I think so. Maybe this is his neighborhood. We shall see.
He'll line up as
unlikely.
Coming in motion, yeah. Unlikely now. As the handoff. Stringing to the near sideline. Popped in the end zone. That'll be a touchdown. Throw it to Hager. Give it to Hager on the toss for 6. 34-0 Pikeville. 1-yard touchdown run. By Hager. Sanchez can put it at the mercy rule. Whistles will stop it. Pikeville leading 34-0 with 1:40 to go in the third. You see the indication of
offsides defense. Kick was good.
Yes, it was. The only thing the young man's missed tonight is the 41-yard field goal. And he had plenty of leg for it. Plenty of leg. Just missed it to the left. How many times you see any team attempt a 41-yard field goal? Point after? It's still good. 35-0 Pikeville. 1:40 to go in the third.
What's the next great play? Deciding what to eat after the game? Don't just settle for any fast food. Get a win for your taste buds with Wings and Rings. We've got over 12 sauces for our award-winning wings, from sweet to super spicy. Plus, we're more than just wings. Our loaded burgers, crispy onion rings, and mouth-watering mac and cheese are a guaranteed touchdown. Whether you're celebrating a big victory or just grabbing a bite with your team, make your next stop Wings and Rings. Thank you for tuning us in here on our Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. You are watching Toyota Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers, Auctioneers, and Realtors. A big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships, where they treat you like family.
Third quarter in London. Southwestern's next opponent, District Tilda, here at the reservation. Next Friday night against North Laurel. Collins and North tied at 7 in the third. Another boomer. Sanchez. Head to the end zone, 1st and 10 for Southwestern. Pulaski County, the Maroons resting up tonight. Bye week for the Maroons. Somerset on the road at Clinton County tonight.
Pulaski plays South next week?
Whew.
Is that who it is? Do you know?
I do not know.
I can find out.
We can certainly easily find out.
Matt Lloyd is saying yes. So
yes.
South Laurel and Pulaski next week. So that will be
in London.
I can check, but that will be a really good game.
You think?
I do.
You think they'll score?
We will have to
over or under
combined.
Over, yes. Over or under.
Give me a number.
115.
Under that.
What?
Yeah, I think under that.
Is that a little high, you think?
I think it's a little high.
Haynes gets the reception. Catch it behind the line of scrimmage for a gain of 2. You think?
I do.
Yeah, I remember those Coach Johnny Hines teams that
he brought down that cancel.
Put up 60, 70 points, 80 points.
I think if you'd have said 85, I would have probably said right around that number.
So you're thinking 85?
Combined score, I'm thinking 85. Somewhere around there.
I'm well north of there.
Well north, okay.
Well, obviously, I put it at 115. That's probably too tall, but, you know, sometimes I don't like being a realist.
You're going to give the scoreboard operator a couple times.
Yeah. That's a good point. Benedict on the quarterback keeper.
Brings up
set up third and short. 3rd and 2. As third quarter comes to an end as Pikeville leads 35-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you. Homes, farms, commercial properties, and investment properties from all over Kentucky. Where? FordBrothersInc.com. Just click on, go to upcoming auctions, and you will be amazed. You can just browse or register to bid, and you're set. You'll have a front row seat to everything that you're looking for. Whether it's live or online, check out FordBrothersInc.com.
So, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
We're back here at the reservation, start of the fourth quarter. And Pikeville, Southwestern, 3rd and short.
3rd and 2, Benedict out of the gun. He will hand it off to Wesley. Straight out the gut as the Warriors will pick up the first down. Moving the change with 11:45 to go fourth quarter. Mercy rule in effect. Pikeville leads 35-0. So you say 85. I do. I'm well north of that. In Crazyland at 115.
Matt Lloyd says 75.
Matt said 75.
75 to 80, I think is what he said.
We got to pick one now.
Well, we just maybe scratch this down on paper and see who's closest. We'll talk about it.
Scratch it out?
Yeah, we'll be able to talk about it.
1st and 10 Southwestern as Wesley gets the carry again. A couple tough yards. Kendall. 3, 2nd and 7. The Warriors going to fall to 1 and 5 on the year. District play beginning next Friday night. North Laurel and Collins right next to each other, and the first RPI is released this week by the KHSAA. Six and 7. That's where they are. Warriors district this year, all in the top 7 of RPI. In Class 5A. That's pretty dang good. Benedict, quarterback keeper, takes a shot at the first down marker by a trio. of Panthers, Quentin Warren. Seen him in a bunch of solid hard hits tonight. Benedict will get the first down.
All this talk about RPI, just out of curiosity, went to 1A because we're playing Pikeville in the 1A.
Where they be?
Pikeville currently 9th overall in 1A, RPI-wise.
Who stops?
Kentucky Country Day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Middlesboro, 2. Raceland, 3. Campbellsville, 4.
Penalty on Southwestern will back them up. And they go that overloaded receiver set. Kentucky Country Day tops in Class A. This Pikeville team 9th. Pikeville will be around late in the season.
Yeah, I'd bet on that.
Almost guaranteed. Last winning state title in 2023. They went back-to-back-to-back, 23, 22, 21, won it in 19, and won it in 15. All of those under Coach Mack. First and 15, Eichmann comes in the sweep. Will gets the pitch. We'll turn it upfield. Got some running room. Eichmann will get dropped at the Pikeville 49-yard line. Nice pickup. Second and about 8:38 to go in the fourth. Pikeville will go back-to-back dubs after they fell to a stout Belfry team. We know that all too well.
Yes, sir.
Southwestern will return the favor, going to Belfry next year, and to go see this Pikeville team next year.
No, stop it.
You should just come out and say you don't like taking road trips with me.
It's not that. I love taking road trips with you. I just don't like taking cross-country road trips, man. So many hours and so many miles.
Penalty will be on Pikeville. Setting up second and 3 here. Pikeville awarded a whole lot of penalties tonight. Fairly clean game for Pikeville, Southwestern. And then when they had positive mojo going, penalty would kind of stymie it. We're still working. 7:30 to go in the fourth. Benedict out of the gun, hands it off to Wesley. Straight up the gut. Panther had him by the hips, slowing him up. The Panthers come in to help out. That Panther that handed by the hips, Andrew Cranny. Change will move. First down on that tote. 7 minutes to go.
First down, Warriors.
Southwestern has North next Friday night. Home finale for the Blue and Orange.
Another Wings and Rings video game of the week next week.
Yes, indeed. On the road to South Laurel. On the road to County High. Finishing up on the Thursday night at Rock. Western keeping that one on the ground. Benedict, quarterback keeper. Gain of 7, second and about 3. 6:30 to go.
Do we know why that's on Thursday night?
I was told because of Halloween. Halloween's on Friday.
Great point.
That makes sense.
I forgot about that.
I think I asked Coach that at the coach's show. I'm like, what? Thursday? Hello?
Yeah. No chicken festival in Rock.
No chicken.
Because sometimes they do that.
Actually, it's Bittersweet Festival this week over in Mount Vernon.
Bittersweet?
Yeah. Rockcastle County at Bell County tonight on Long Mountain. Benedict will lay that one on the deck as he will scamper out of bounds. Near sideline, losing a couple.
Benedict on the quarterback keeper, run out of bounds by Newsom. Third down for the Warriors.
3 turnovers tonight for Southwestern's offense. It has been a tough one. And a tough season. Positive momentum 2 weeks ago with a big gutsy win at Mercer County. We documented that. Southwestern sitting pretty at the half. And look out, Mercer County with back-to-back onside kicks for touchdowns. And This group showing moxie, able to battle through it and pick up the win, and all the momentum just taken out of their sails tonight. Eichmann off to the races. Sidesteps the man at the 25, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Olsen. Eichmann.
For a touchdown, Warriors.
37 yards away. That will take the shutout away from Pikeville. It's Eichmann. Scampers to the house for 6.
So shifty, and
yeah, man,
when he gets running downhill, so quick. Excellent lead block up there by Blake Haynes.
See you, Blake.
I think Tanner Jones was also up there trying to help pave the way. But excellent cutback run there from number 4.
You have that at 37?
37, yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So Warriors will go for 2 here. Trailing 35-6 now. Warriors will not be shut out. Benedict out of the gun. Fakes the inside toss. Throws. 2-point conversion. He is good. Benedict to Wesley for the 2-point conversion. 35-8 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Ivy gets the 37-yard Citizens National Bank touchdown right on through the Rick Barker red zone. 35-8 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
For all your real estate and auction needs, contact Rick Barker and his team at Galby Realty and Auction. They are starting their 65th year in the real estate and auction business, and they were selected again this year as the #1 real estate auction company for your farm property, commercial property, residential and personal property. Give the good people at Galby Realty and Auction a call today at 606-678-4865 and go to their website at galbyrealty.com and see all their upcoming auctions. Whether on-site, online, or off-site, they will guide you to the best way to handle your auction. Rick Barker and Galby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust. And looking for the perfect night out at Brew & Dough, you'll find some of the best pizza you've ever put in your mouth, handcrafted sandwiches, calzones, and a delicious salad bar. And to keep the good times flowing, there's a full-service bar. Thursdays, happy hours from 5 to 7, and Mixtape Bingo, a combination of Name That Tune and Bingo, starts at 6 p.m. Friday nights. Come and sing it like you own it with karaoke, where you're the star. Brew & Dough on South Highway 27 in Somerset, stoplight 21.
Warriors will go for the onside kick here. Clock winding. 2:35 to go in this one. Warriors trail 35-8. Will attempt the onside kick here. Spot kick. Picked up at the 30. Back to the 35, to the 40. Up to the 45. Spin move gets him to 47-yard line. Looked like an onside kick going to a spot kick down the field. Turn man for Pikeville will be Adams Maddox, a sophomore. With 1:48 to go. Pikeville will improve to 4-3 on the year. They head to their bye week next week. Back-to-back wins. They will host Paintsville in 2 weeks. Southwestern again back here at the reservation. Home finale next Friday night. District play begins against North Laurel. New quarterback. Substitutions abound for Pikeville. His handoff goes to Jackson Castle, sophomore. With 64 seconds to go, your quarterback will be Jacob Brown.
Castle on the period, he's brought down by 5, brings up second down.
Roster is correct from KHSAA. Under a minute to go. A tough one on youth night and alumni night at the reservation.
Xavier Gregory checking in for Southwestern.
I'm going to say substitutions abound for the blue and orange as well. Sweeping left again is Castle. And the upfield, close to the 40-yard line with 25 seconds to go. And that should do it.
Pass on the carry.
35-8. The final score
for the Panthers.
on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. The Warriors falling to 1-5 on the year. Pikeville head back east with a solid victory under their belts. 35-8. The final score. Pikeville 4-3 on the year. Toyota Somerset High School football presented by Ford Brothers Auctioneers Realtors.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you. Homes, farms, commercial properties, and investment properties from all over Kentucky. Where? FordBrothersInc.com. Just click on, go to upcoming auctions, and you will be amazed. You can just browse or register to bid, and you're set. You'll have a front row seat to everything that you're looking for, whether it's live or online. Check out FordBrothersInc.com.
So, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
We're back here at the reservation. Final score, Pikeville 35, Southwestern 8. Josh, want me to jump into stats? Or you want to go with scoring recap?
7-0 at the end of one, 28-0 at the half. My scoring recap won't take very long at all. Just two scores in a quick second half as Pikeville got the emergency rule in effect with a minute 40 to go in the third. A touchdown run by Hager, 1-yard touchdown run, makes it 34-0. Since his extra point good, 35-0 running clock in effect through 3. Warriors scored their lone touchdown of the night with 4:32 to go. In the fourth, a 37-yard touchdown run by Eichmann makes it that made it 35-6. The 2-point conversion, Benedict to Wesley on the pitch and catch, 35-8 the final score.
Stats for Southwestern: 8 first downs on the evening, 96 yards on the ground on 31 rushing attempts, 26 yards through the air on 4 out of 9 pass attempts, 1 interception. 2 fumbles, both of those lost, 6 penalties for 41 yards, 3 out of 9 on third down conversion attempts, 0 for 1 on fourth down conversion attempts. Pikeville got 18 first downs, 25 rushes, 141 yards, 152 yards through the air on 13 out of 17. Very balanced attack had the Panthers. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, no fumbles, 4 penalties for 40 yards, 3 out of 6 for third down conversion attempts, 0 for 2 on fourth down conversion attempts. Pikeville did attempt 1 field goal, missed that one. Individual leaders I'll start with Pikeville rushing the ball. Jaden Justice 12 for 78 and a touchdown. J.J. Reynolds 6 for 31 in a TD. Mickey Hager 2 for 20 and a touchdown. Jackson Castle 2 for 12. Jeremiah Anderson 2 for 2 and Harrison Fields 1 for a -2. J.J. Reynolds passing the football 13 out of 17 for 152 yards and 2 TDs. And receiving the football for the Panthers, Mikey Hager 6 for 75. Cole Sloan 3 for 43 and a TD. Jaden Justice 1 for 21. Gage Burgett 1 for 7. Harrison Fields 2 for 6 and a touchdown. For Southwestern rushing the football, Colson Eichmann 9 rushes, 61 yards and a touchdown. Kendall Wesley 5 for 22. Aiden Whitson 6 for 13. Caden Daughtry 1 for 3. Passing the football, Zach Benedict 5 out of 8 for 29 yards and 1 interception. And then receiving, Zabry Cox 1 for 17. Kendall Wesley 2 for 7. And Blake Haynes 1 for 2. And that's it.
That's it.
We need to do some post-game recognition, and then we'll wrap this up. So our United Cumberland Bank defensive player of the game, our Somerset Community College offensive player of the game, and then our Bruin-Doe lineman of the game. We'll go offense first. We had 1 score, and that was Colson Eichmann. I think the nod kind of becomes easy.
Yeah.
Colson Eichmann going to be our Somerset Community College offensive player of the game. Defensively, let's hash this out here because we haven't had any time to talk about this.
No, we didn't.
Defensive player of the game. We called a couple names quite a bit tonight. Devin Leclerc certainly played inspired football. Was effort was out there. So did
certainly was.
CDOT. CDOT was everywhere. Can't split the award. So I think those are our 2 primary candidates. I think I'm just going to make this one easy. We're going to do our United Cumberland Bank defensive player of the game. I'm going to go CDOT with that one. And our Brew and Doe lineman of the game, going to give that to Devin Leclerc. Sound good?
I like it.
We'll go there. Next week, we're back here on a Wings and Rings video game of the week where District Slate starts against North Laurel. Challenge meter is certainly high.
Yeah, man.
But as Coach Foley would say, his mantra this season, dig in. So his troops digging in, and they need to dig in because they're going to have